And we are live, y'all. I'm going to give y'all a few seconds to come on in. This is a spur of the moment live. This live was inspired. Low-key was inspired a few days ago as far as the idea, because like once again, we continue to have these same type of conversations. And I've been trying to figure out within myself, how do I have conversations that can be different? I don't want to be an echo chamber. I don't want to keep saying the same fucking thing over and over again. Like, how do we truly, genuinely, honestly, and authentically get to a place where we can actually make some real change? What's up, Roki? What's up? To make some real change. So I just got off Instagram. I was doing a live on Instagram. It was inspired by let me see if I can actually pull it up on my phone. Hold on. It was inspired by a post that I put on my Instagram by a Instagram page that I follow called Breathe Official Page. I'm gonna put that in the comment section. What's up, Chris T? What's going on? I'm gonna put that in the comments, y'all, because we're gonna have a serious conversation. But like I said, I want to have conversations about blackness. We already know what white supremacy have done, like I said previously in my Instagram live. They already proven to us where they stand. They're not going to change anything. They have bought their guns. They have bought their bullets. They have trained their children in ways of hunting, not just animals, but just hunting in general. They already have these things, so they're going to fight. They're going to use their ego. They've made their decision. And when you choose the ego, you will always destroy yourself. Okay? But I want to have a conversation about blackness, because when it deals with blackness, then we're able to have transformative conversations. And I'm going to let y'all know those conversations are going to be hard. They're going to be hard. You might feel, thank you. Roki, thank you, because I was just about to post that. I felt like I gave everybody hold on. I felt like I didn't gave. Let me see if I can do it on my actual YouTube. Because I think I already gave you a wrench, but it's not showing up on here on StreamYard. Hold on one second. Let me check. Hold on. 1 second, please, y'all. Let's see. Oh, you do. Okay. Oh, I gotta give yes, I forgot. I gotta make sure my IG hubby got a damn wrench. Thank you. Thank you, Roki, for putting it up there. Yes, Breathe Official, shout out to them. They're the ones that keep up all of the information and news in reference to Black lives. Even though Black Lives Matter, the organization is going underneath some fire right now, which I mean, rightfully so. If there's some things that's happening that is not truthful, then I mean, expose it. But as far as Black lives and continuing to showcase how Black lives are being treated in America, there was a post that he put up. I think I put on my Instagram. Go back. I'm sorry. 2 hours ago, and it says white supremacists came to Harlem, okay, and got knocked out trying to stab Black people with needles, and he was protected by the New York Police Department while doing so. Like I said, when it comes down to white supremacy, we're going to have the conversation, but we can't keep having the same conversation. We are going to have to go within ourselves to have conversations about blackness, so that when we go forward, we're not doing, because see, white people, they're already programmed and conditioned in the way that we respond. They know we're going to march. Social media is going to be lit for a fucking while, and then it's going to go back down. We keep doing this. Even here in Detroit, as stuff was happening last year and the year before in reference to blackness, with all of the lives that were slain here in Detroit, like they ended up actually on the freeways to get to downtown Detroit was actually blocked off by police, because they were feeling some type of way or thinking that Black people were going to come downtown and destroy shit. But the problem that y'all not listening to the voices of Black people and the problems of Black people that is intertwined with white supremacy, white superiority, and white privilege. When we talk about those, we're met with resistance. So like I said, it's in order for us to have a different conversation with white America, we got to have a different conversation with ourselves. And like I said, it starts with us. And white America's gonna get what's theirs. I don't give a fuck. Like I said on my Instagram live, spiritually, metaphysically speaking. Okay, spirit is above any and everything. Spirit does not give a fuck about who you are, how much money you have, how much power you have, how much influence you have, how many fucking guards and private armies and militias, how many fucking underground bunkers you have. It doesn't matter how much shit you motherfucking have, girl. Spirit is going to find a way to get up in that ass, bitch, no lube. And this, and I want you to know that the spirit is black, bitch, because it's coming with a 12-inch dick. Oh, I'm sorry, 12-inch cock, girl. That's the word that they like to use, cock. Hello to everybody that came in the chat. Hello, let me acknowledge the chat, bitch, because I was supposed to be recording for my client, but my sister not here. So at this point, I feel like spirit saying, bitch, the universe wants you to do this. And I have a spiritual client. Shit be changing all the time, spur the moment. So it is what it is. Shout out to Roki, Chris T. We got Naries in the building. We got Aries in the building. And we got other people in the building who watching, who are not responding. That's okay. Y'all watching. That's cool. But like I said, where I am now, I want to have a conversation about blackness. I hate that word too, Roki. Chris T says, that's why we got to stop forgiving and forgetting. They feel like they can continue to do things with that. Yes, we need to forgive black people. We need to forgive ourselves. Because I'm not going to hold you. There is a spiritual principle that comes into play when you actually practice peace and you actually forgive. But in order for us to get to that point, we as black people got to learn to forgive ourselves. Okay. And once we forgive ourselves, I guarantee you, at large, when black people start coming together, forgiving ourselves, loving on each other. I'm a little too loud. My bad. Hold on. Can y'all still hear me? Cut it down some. To the point to where we can love on each other, care for each other, understand each other. Like I said, during the 60s and 70s, black people were a community. There wasn't any light skin versus dark skin, any nappy hair versus good hair, fine hair. It wasn't that. All black people came together, all shades of blackness, all expressions of blackness, all sexualities and intersections of blackness came together and celebrated just that, blackness. We were able to make blackness the monolith upon which we can build upon collectively. And when the crack epidemic came through, it destroyed all of that, to where now we're still living in the wastelands of what happened during the 80s. And like I said, every time black people try to do something in reference to bettering themselves or doing something that encourages or strengthens what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my damn tongue. To strengthen their independence and to be self-reliant and not rely on that. But see, once again, the good I won't say something. The white supremacy, girl, they need to rely on us. They need us. They will always need, quote unquote, a slave class. And if they get rid of black people, for all my other ethnic groups who might have opposition against black, all of my Hispanic brothers and sisters, Arabic brothers and sisters, Oriental, Asian brothers and sisters, girl, who the fuck you think they're going to come after next, girl? I mean, these are supremacist motherfuckers, girl. Once they conquer this thing, don't you think they're going to conquer your ass next? I mean, come on. Yeah, but we don't. But we got wait. Yeah, but we don't got to stop screaming it to white people that we figure them for their acts of violence. We always in the news telling them we forgive because of. Okay, look, I understand, and that definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense. I understand that. But when I mean forgiveness, I'm talking about really forgiveness for yourself, not for them, because they're gonna get what's theirs. And spiritually and metaphysically speaking, when you learn to forgive yourself personally, you learn to let go of that energy that keeps you connected to them, because they want you to be upset. They want you, they playing in our faces for a reason. They want us to be mad. They want us to be upset. And they low key want us to do something first. They're waiting for us to do something to them. They're waiting for black people to do something, because these white supremacists are so afraid that they have this helter-skelter, goddamn race war type of ideology that they so desperately want to happen, because the gods that they serve, the energy that a lot of them serve, are blood gods and low demonic vibrational entities that thrive off of death and destruction, which is why they want us to do it first. But that's why I'm telling black people to love themselves, because we cannot fall into their plan and we cannot perpetuate what's going on. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for self-defense. As a black person, I don't give a fuck what your fucked out ass forefathers for the white supremacists. Fuck your forefathers. Fuck them little dick ass niggas. The balls bigger than the dick hiding behind the balls, girl. Fuck them lice headed wig wearing ass bitches, girl, who started this shit. But see, they started it and now they gotta fucking finish it. Our idea of God is a loving and forgiving God. Their idea of a God is a God of violence and no forgiveness. Yeah, yeah. And guess what? That same God of violence and no forgiveness is going to get them, because that's the God they serve. But see, like I said, once again, spiritually speaking, for me, and this is just my opinion. You ain't got to believe anything that I'm saying. You don't have to if you don't want to. Understand, like this is just opinion. This is just what I believe. I want everyone to express their own freedom of opinion and what they believe. And I encourage that, because that's the only way we're going to get a gray area. I'm going to need other people that's going to give a different perspective so that we can find the actual message in the mess. But see, like I said, spiritually speaking, love is the only thing that is. Love means it includes everything, which means why everything is being held together. The God they serve is a God of disruption and a God of disorder. And I want you to understand, spiritually speaking, in reference to the universe, everything always works in divine timing and divine alignment. And the fact that black people have endured so much for 500 plus years, still to this day, I want you to understand that the karmatic boomerang is on its way back. That's why I'm telling people, and like I said on my Instagram live, for you to love yourself and forgive yourself, because that boomerang is not just coming for white supremacists. It's coming for everybody. That boomerang is coming to show everybody that we are all equal. That boomerang is coming to destroy and erase the lines of racism, the lines of homophobia, the lines of xenophobia, the lines of all of these fear narratives that keep people boxed in. Something is happening that is removing those lines. And there are some people who are so desperate and dependent on those lines, because those are the only thing that makes them feel valuable and worthy. Now those things are being removed, and now they feel some type of way to where, yes, they want to continue to go even deeper into their God of violence and unforgiveness. And guess what? They will be met with the same thing, because what you resist will always persist. Always. They definitely are waiting. That's why they want to pass a hate crime bill for black people. And then on top of that, let's just be real. Even if they did pass a bill for black people, understand that they don't have to follow those bills. Just because a bill put out there don't mean that people are going to follow it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like in the system that we in, we in America are part of a system that does not care about blackness. And when they do care about blackness, they'll care about blackness as long as a paycheck, as long as some dinero, some dollar signs, some pesos, as long as there is some sort of capital or financial gain from it. Like all of these organizations that talk about, oh, Black Lives Matter and all. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Come buy this Black Lives Matter t-shirt, girl. And then once it's over with, bitch, we selling our own shit. So what did you walk into? You walk into a conversation for it's an in-house black meeting, like we did back in the day when Martin Luther King and all them would have these meetings inside of churches and shit. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. We talking, because like I said, at this point, the conversation I want to have is what, and I want y'all to put it down here as well. What do you think we can do as black people right now on the ground level, starting off? What can we do to change the narrative? Peaceful protest, that ain't working. And I'm talking about in reference to blackness, in reference to what can black people do for black people, not for white people. What can black people do for black people? And I think Chris really hit it on the nail. I'm gonna get to your comment in a second, Neries. That's why black people have to get back to a sense of community that they've had before white people came. Exactly. That's what we need to get to. And we're living in a world now, especially in the hood, where there is no community. You got niggas killing each other. Oh, and these are the conversations we got to have, y'all. We got to talk about the black shit, the homosexual shit. We got to talk about it. The trap shit and the drug selling and the gang violence and all that shit. We got to talk about it. Black people and organized religion. We got to talk about it. All of these things in the community that further perpetuates the energy of the oppressor. Because like I said on my Instagram live, we have to remember and not forget that black people, people of color, melanated people, are spiritual people who were connected to Mother Earth. We knew about Mother Earth. We connected to her. We loved her. We understood how she worked. Whenever we took from her, we always made sure to give back. That's how the universe works, give and take. We understood all these things. Then I don't know where the fuck these demonic ass pale skin, not all of them, but the ones that's in superiority with this mindset, where the fuck these niggas came from. Bitch, yeah, these are niggas, girl. These, because they doing nigga shit, girl. These are real niggas. Where the fuck these pale skin ass motherfuckers come from to have such these deep, dark, demonic, nefarious ass ideas to do to black people, and then do it in such a way that it still affects black people for generations after generation after generation. Them hoes was talking to some, I don't know if it was Beelzebub, bitch. I don't know who it was, but it was something evil and demonic that taught them this shit. But then once again, when they came and got us and shit, and hell, there were some of our own ancestors, girl, that sold this bitch. Let's not be real, girl. There's some black people who can't stand blackness, girl, and will try to get to the more money by any means, bitch, to be a part of the society, to be a part of the clique, to be a part of the cool kids table, girl. They will do that. And they took us over, and even in the midst of us traveling from Africa over to America, our people was doing voodoo. We was speaking spells, speaking tongues on shit, having shit happen, and they stopped us from that. And then what they did is that they beat us severely, but not just beat us physically. They beat us physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, sexually. For so long, they ended up doing horrible shit to black people, so much to the point to where they could have 200 slaves, 10 white overseers, one slave master, and all them 200 slaves know where to go and where not the fuck to go, and dare them to step their goddamn nigga pinky toe over the line and see what happened. And would do horror. I already said this on Instagram. Will already do horrible shit to them. Would tie each limb to a horse and quarter their ass. Would pour hot pork fat, would lock them inside of goddamn metal ass boxes in the middle of the day, girl, where the hot summer heat is hitting the box and they baking inside the goddamn box. Imagine being woken up and being told, hey, guess what, bitch, you, your daughter, your son, all them, we about to sell all you hoes, and being sold in all different corners of the goddamn earth. Waking up every day and realizing when the fuck what's gonna happen next. And see, we talk about this, and it's like, this is the one thing that I want us to get over as well, for us to accept as well. Like, we've been through that. What do we do now to go forward? How do we, because white people are not, what's up, Spicy? What's up, Megan? White people are not going to sit here and try to reverse anything. They're not going to. Like I said before, they have their guns, they have their bullets, they have their shelters, they have their emergency plans. They're already training their kids at fucking 2, 3, 4, 5 years old how to use a goddamn hunting rifle and shit. They know how to live off the land. They know how to do, like I said, it was a spiritual transference. They got here, we got here. They beat the blackness out of us, the ancestor out of us, or the majority, not all, because there's always a part of us in us that has the ancestral flow and the frequency, but beat most of that out of us, our true identity out of us, and they placed their identity on us. Then you get mad at black people acting the way they do, girl. Of course, girl, because we're just a mere reflection of you. Because like I said, if you look at white people's history, and I mean really do your research in reference to their history is laid in nothing but blood, war, violence, tears, pillaging, Like I said, imagine a 3-year-old toddler girl who's never been told no, that sees every shiny thing and says, mine, 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 saying mine all the goddamn time. But like I said, I want to talk about what we as black people are gonna do. And I need people to tell me in the comment section, what do you believe we as black people can do for black people right now on the ground floor? Fuck laws, fuck all. I understand people saying vote and do all that shit, but the way that I feel personally, this system is gonna always have loopholes that's going to support itself. They will always have loopholes that will always support itself, that will always find a way to bring back what it is, because white America or white supremacy wants to go back to the day where black people, quote unquote, according to them, knew their place. Knew their place, girl. And it's so crazy because it's like, okay, Lord, I'm waiting for y'all to put your comments down there to say what it is. Like, for example, like reparations, for example. Our ancestors, of course, bitch ass forefathers told our ancestors, girl, you know what? We was wrong. Whoop, girl. We gonna give y'all 40 acres and a mule. Never fucking got it, girl. But yet, the Jewish community has been compensated because of the Holocaust. The Native American community has been compensated because of what has happened to them. Excuse me. Even our Asian brothers and sisters are getting protections. And I can understand, like I said, when we have the conversations about homophobia and in the black community, like I said, it's I can understand both sides, but going back to it, like we've seen other people get these things, and yet we're talking about it. What does our reparations look like? They're not gonna give us our reparations, but that's why I was like, bitch, okay, if anything, we need to find out a way to rectify this shit because it's so crazy. We 500 plus years back, girl. Like we girl. Do you know how much fucking interest that would be? That they would have to owe black people. But see, when it's time for your black ass to owe them, oh girl, they'll snatch your shit in a minute, girl. You be like, damn, can my check hit the goddamn account, girl? Did you snatch it in mid shit? But when it's time for them to give back, girl, oh, it's a problem. Do you not see what's happening? Let's even take it to Mother Nature. Mother Nature is responding the way she's responding because we don't know how to treat her. We've forgotten how to treat her because once again, these people are all about taking and never giving, girl. Always taking and never giving. And if they give, there is some sort of incentive or not incentive. If they give, there's some sort of uh, uh um ulterior motive behind it that benefits them and doesn't benefit us. And like I said, it's going to take self-reliance on black people doing what we need to do for us. Because every time we did shit as far as self-reliance and not relying on white supremacy, girl, they destroyed it. But that's why I'm saying, bitch, get back to the voodoo. Get back to the hoodoo. Girl, light candles. Do all that shit. Get back to what your ancestors knew. Because your ancestors was connected to God, was connected to the earth, and was connected to the frequency of love before these motherfuckers came and fucked everything up. Aries said, make peace with the community first before touching the outside world. Exactly. That's what I feel like. We have to make peace within our own community first. Every other ethnic group, just think about it. In the black community now, we don't have a lot of black businesses that support blackness to be able to keep black neighborhoods going. But we have Chaldeans, no shade to them, but we have Chaldeans. We have Arabic gas stations. We have Arabic corner stores to where people can literally come into our communities and see. Once again, everyone wants to siphon off of blackness. Like Paul Mooney said, girl, I hope this mic ain't loud in y'all ears because this red thing popping up is showing me I'm too loud. In the words of Paul Mooney, bitch, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga, girl. Y'all want to be a nigga in reference to the positive and the wow and the creative aspect and the God aspect and the awareness aspect and the alignment aspect and what the gifts that God has blessed us because we're spiritual people, girl. But yet you don't want to deal with the shit that your forefathers create, girl. So you want to find a way to bypass all of blackness, the bad shit, but just enjoy the good shit, girl. how do you like my shit again, bitch? Child, anything we would need to do would require an entire breakdown of multiple systems and us having the power to do as much. But we gotta do something, Prophet. We gotta do something. And sometimes we don't need them, we don't need everybody. We just need enough people. And that's why I'm saying spiritually, because spiritually speaking, metaphysically speaking, like I've said before in my previous lives, we are being ushered into the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius, bitch, don't give a fuck. Y'all talk about retrograde and how retrograde be fucking you up and whooping your ass, girl. Age of Aquarius ain't gonna be nothing but an age of goddamn retrograde, bitch. That's how it's gonna feel. But that's why I'm saying, like, we have to work on those things because nobody's going to save us. Like I said, white America, for the most part, has made up their mind, girl. It's going to have to take death and destruction from their own hands. It's going to take the universe putting them in a situation that they can't escape, which they're doing now, which is now white people are becoming a minority to where now they want to protect whiteness. And they don't want to have interracial marriages. But you wasn't saying that when your forefathers was sneaking out and putting their goddamn white cock in a lot of these black women against their will. They wanted some black poo-tang then, but now that they open, girl. See, that's why I'm like, bitch, love yourself, girl. That's why when you work with fear and you work with hate, girl, that's why it's lower vibrational. And that's why they call it demonic and devilish. Because, girl, it is only in the frequency of right now in reference to temporary satisfaction without looking at things as a whole. It's like jumping in without really paying attention to what's going on and neglecting accountability. And white America walks around because they don't want to deal with the accountability of what their forefathers, fucked out ass forefathers, have done and the privilege they now have because of what their forefathers have done. Like I said, that's why I'm saying I want to talk to black people now, because white America, they have all the information, girl. You have 500 plus years of information, of facts, girl. At this point, you don't want to acknowledge your hoe. I ain't gonna fight you on that. I ain't gonna argue with your ass, girl. Shout out to Duran Bernard. He said something on his YouTube channel back before he was Duran. Well, he was Duran Bernard's the real name. But back when I knew him as Alcohol Harmony, he said, bitch, I'm not finna sit up here and argue with somebody that already has their mind made up. They have their mind made up about us. We need to stop trying to change their mind and change our minds. Point blank, period. That's it. Roquette said that the chokehold that religion has on black people is unlike anything I've ever seen. Yeah, because don't get me wrong, religion did serve somewhat of a purpose in reference to helping us survive. But I think black people, we need to get to a place where we can actually live and not just survive, but actually thrive. But I think once we started getting dependent on religion and started getting dependent on the passive roles of, oh, well, when you die, you're going to have your heavenly reward. You go through hell right now. Go through hell right now. But when you die, girl, you're going to get to heaven, girl. What's the fucking point, bitch? If that's the case, I might as well kill myself right now and get to heaven, girl, instead of being here in hell, girl. Or I can accept the fact that I have the right to manifest heaven on earth. And I ain't got to wait off of what somebody said, girl, that nobody can really come back and prove to be goddamn true, bitch. And even if they did, how would you believe it? The only way you really gonna believe is through experience. And bitch, I'll experience that when that happens. But until then, girl, I'm gonna get a little preview and slice of hot life in heaven on earth right now. And I am proud that a lot of black people are starting to look at organized religion. And even though organized religion, like there are some people in there that still care about people and there's still the love frequency and the God frequency in the midst of organized religion. I appreciate them, but I'm glad that people are removing themselves from that so that they can learn how to connect to God for yourself. Because a lot of people, when it comes to religion, girl, they want to put all their responsibilities on someone else, girl. When the same person in the book, girl, Jesus said, bitch, you hoes got to get it for yourself, girl. I came to show you hoes, girl. And y'all sat there and killed this nigga and then spent the last 2,000 years calling him back, girl. I feel like white America is going to have that instance, girl. They're going to do some horrible shit, girl, and they're going to be sitting here, girl, sucking all the black dick, all the black pussy, girl. Some going to be like, girl, save the black people, girl. The black people are the only one can save us, girl. Watch. It'll be an alien invasion or some shit. Chris T said also black people need to stop riding so hard for other races or ethnicities if they aren't fighting as hard. I do understand. I agree. I agree. That's why I feel like, once again, conversations are important. Because like I said, if they get rid of black people, who the fuck else you think they're going to go after? If the niggas, the niggas we are, if the now niggas get replaced, girl, who gonna be the new niggas? Who will be the new nigga, girl? There will be a new nigga. If we continue down this downward spiral and God forbid something happens to the black race, girl, who do you think gonna be next, girl? You think it's gonna be, oh, we got the niggas out and we done? Hell no, girl, it's superiority. Because white superiority, even for other ethnic groups that aren't black, girl, they also letting your ass know, bitch, that you ain't white. And if you ain't white, girl, it ain't right, girl. If you're black, the cops will attack, girl. Bitch. If you're Puerto Rican, a job you'll be seeking, girl. And that's what I'm saying too. Like, and here's the thing for black people that I want us to understand. We have to learn how to deal with our emotions. Because right now, black people, we are over emotional and rightfully so. Like, we have every right to do it. But still, we have to remain aligned and to have an objective standpoint to be able to use that anger in a righteous way and in a way that's transformative. Our ancestors, well, they are our ancestors really, during the 60s and 70s, they were able to transmute all that shit and come together and say, okay, bitch, well, guess it, girl. We gonna be mad, but guess what? We all gonna be mad, bitch, girl. Fuck you and your bus service, girl. We the black, and see, that's the thing about black people too. Statistically speaking, black people, we are the ones that spend the most money in this country. We are. It's all set up that way. I remember I saw a video one time where there was an individual who had like this sales video that was like in the 50s, 60s, and they had a whole section about selling to black people and telling them, oh, well, you have to sell the finest things to black people, which is why black people can support all these brands, Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, and these motherfuckers came out and told you they don't want your nigga ass wearing they shit, girl. But yet we still, do you not understand what's going on? Not saying you, Chris, but I'm just saying, like, we need to pay attention to what the fuck is going on. Yes, we talking about some real ish today. Cause we gonna talk. We look later on tonight. We gonna get to the mess. Make sure y'all tune in to TTB, bitch. At 11 o'clock, we got an interview with Jay Moore. Trust me, y'all gonna get y'all mess. Y'all gonna get y'all shades. Y'all gonna get y'all reads in. Y'all gonna get y'all motherfucking life, girl. But we also got to get this life, the real life, not the web life, not the life that we can sit up here and we can create and put up and put up the illusion and fantasy. We got all this shit together, girl. And then when we get on these shows, girl, the universe shows us that we ain't, girl, and everyone can see it. Like this shit here. Because if it wasn't for our ancestors, wouldn't none of our black asses be able to have the freedom that we do now to have shows, to be able to comment on shit without white people saying it's okay first? Desegregation was a terrible idea. There's I feel like there is a place where there is a middle ground. Like, I do believe that black people should have their own. We should have our own grocery stores. We should have, and even for black people, I think Dr. Sebi said, like, for black people, there's a certain diet that black people should follow. I feel like we need to have grocery stores that cater to the black experience, to have venues that cater to the black experience, to have businesses that cater to the black experience, that is inspired by the black experience, that is being held together by the black experience, by black dollars. But I also feel like we still need, see, once we deal with racism, because racism can be dealt with. It's just that hoes don't want to, girl. It's not like the option's not there to deal with it. It's just that people don't want to. That's the only thing that really sucks. It's like, girl, it's right there. All you gotta do is just really accept what it is, girl, and do the right thing. And yeah, it's gonna hurt like hell, girl. But that's them releasing their karmic debt. Now, if they want karma to come through and do it for them, girl, they will. But here's the problem. Not the problem. It's really gonna be this kind of a blessing. We as black people are gonna be able to look and have front row seats to the bullshit. Okay. So I feel like desegregation in some way can be good as far as black people having their own, to be able to control their own narrative. Yeah, our grandchildren won't ever see the results of reparations. We ain't getting that shit. Well, that's why I tell motherfuckers, bitch, let me tell you something, girl. The way my ass work, girl, there's ways around that, bitch. Look, if your ass on EBT, girl, get it, bitch. They call black people, oh, you guys are lazy and all this shit. Girl, my girl, bitch, you need to be telling my ass thank you, girl. White man, you need to be telling my ass thank you, girl, because it was my ancestors who built this great country that you love so much, girl. So, bitch, Get the fuck up off the backbone, hoe. Tell them up a bitch, back your ass up, bitch. But girl, get your reparations through your EBT. Get your reparations. And if you can't give us reparations, bitch, this shit, girl, how about this? Black people shouldn't have to pay for shit in this country, girl. If I want it, that's mine. Black people shouldn't have to pay for college, girl. We should have a full ride, girl. Everything paid for, bitch. And extra money, bitch. How about black people should be able to get their own homes, girl? Like that. There are ways around it, but they not gonna do it, girl. But that's why, like I said, girl, if we as black people tap into the spiritual aspect, girl, they will have no choice but to do it. They would have no choice but to do it, girl. Because, like I said, spirit has entered the chat, girl. And we just got to connect to it. They ain't giving a reparation. If they did it, if they did, it will come with a cost. Oh, it's gonna come with a cost, because we're gonna get what's ours regardless. That is going to happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's going to happen. Will it happen during our lifetime? I don't know. But the dream and the hope of the slave is gonna manifest. Because what the fuck? Because like I said, what's coming is going to show us that we are equal, girl. All these hoes that got power, girl, about to realize how much power they really have, girl. None. They have this false sense of pseudo power, girl, because they were able to pay for it. And the words of that one toothless ass pastor on my Instagram, girl, the devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I'm not worried, biatch, okay? Now get back to the scamming. Like you said, they're all about talking. Why would people that are all about talking, stealing, and getting over on people just give us what they? Yeah, because then the part that really makes it hard for them is the fact that they have to acknowledge what they did, and just the weight and the sheer guilt. Like I think we mentioned earlier about critical race theory on my Instagram live. They're so egoically attached, girl, and such in their privilege that they will have meltdowns, girl, because of how wrong they are. Because they're so used to living a privileged life to where they were never wrong. And then when you tell them they're wrong with the facts, they can't deal with the facts because facts is irrefutably the case, girl. You can't disrupt the facts, girl. It's here. 1+1 is 2. As much as you want it to be 4, it probably is in another alternate universe, girl. But here on planet Earth, bitch, 1+1 = 2. Even Beyonce told motherfuckers that. But like I said, we're going to get ours. But that's why I'm saying, like, in order for us to get ours, we have to deal with our own issues first. That's why they can sit back and laugh at black people and talk about black people and even get other ethnic groups in on the joke about black people. Because black people, for real, let's be real, we'll only be serious about Black lives, girl, when somebody outside of the community destroys us, girl. But when I say that, oh no, no, because girl, you can't put your faith in man. You definitely can't put your faith in white America, girl. We've seen what, not you, Spicy. I'm just being passionate. I'm sorry. We see what the hell these people have done, what they're doing, and what they told us they're going to do. It's time out for trying to get them to understand. We need to understand for ourselves. And there's a way to take it, girl. Like I told y'all, look, y'all bet see. Like I said, I use the Bible as because that's the closest reference to any religion that I know. And at the same time, the Bible is not the truth in itself, but it is a signpost because I don't care what nobody said. There are always these characters in these books, whether it be the Bible, whether it be I think it's Kabbalah, if I'm not mistaken. All these stories, there's always individual people who come to teach people how to let go. And when you do your research, the more and more you learn, the more you delve into spiritual things, you realize how important letting things go and how you can use that in a way to bring forth justice. When you do more research in reference to the laws of karma and how karma works, there is a way to get what's ours. The motherfucker getting theirs, girl, we can get ours too. But see, we don't have to get ours the way that they got theirs. Because see, they did it from a place that was not aligned. They did it from a place that was not spiritual. They did it from a low vibratorial place. Is that even a word, girl? A low vibrational place. Which means I'm going to take your shit. I'm going to kill you. And I don't want black people to do the same thing. Because if we do that, we're no better than them. Even though, yes, it would feel good, I ain't gonna hold you. The ego would be happy, would be pleased. The ego would feel like there would be justice. But in the long run, spiritually, metaphysically speaking, when you're talking about karma and good karma and bad karma, it's going to come back on us. So we have to do something different. And we have the ability to. But it starts with us talking to each other. It starts with us communicating. And I mean talking about black things, not what white people are doing to black people, because they're going to do that. We're going to wake up every day and we're going to see it. We live in America, America, KKK. We live in a society, in a world, not real. It is our world, society, in a world where this system does not work for us. It works against us. It's been working against us, and it will forever work against us, and it will continue to play on our emotions and play on our thoughts to give us this false illusion that we're connected and that we're going to do everything and whoop-de-woo and that we're going to make the right change, girl. But once again, like someone said earlier, they're talking about it, but ain't nobody being. Oh, well, Spicy said it. Duh. I'm looking at the comment. Like you said, they're talking about it, but they're not being about it. See, that's how I know my ass over here talking, bitch, because I still got this blunt. I haven't even really got with joint. I haven't really smoked, bitch, and I'm up here sweating like a motherfucker, bitch. Hold on, let me hit this for real. Baby, the reason why this country will never be great is because white people can't acknowledge the vile things that they did and don't want to do anything to deal with their past. And exactly. You hit the nail on the head. It's this white lady. I forgot her name. Matter of fact, let me look her up right now. What is her name? Hold on, y'all. White lady. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to find her name. It's probably down there, but y'all know my ass be delayed on the comments because I just be talking. What is that? Is that her name? No, what is the bitch? Well, anyway, it's this older white lady. I forgot her name. She's an older white lady who teaches and has conversations with other white people about their privilege, girl. And I remember it was this one white girl. Oh, she was in the class, girl. She flipped out. I'm like, she reduced herself to being a 4-year-old girl who was told to go sit in timeout. She broke down. Oh my God. And that white woman was on her ass, girl. She was like, girl, are you being attacked because you're white? Are you being shot at because you're white? And that's the thing too, like, girl, if there are other white people who can see this, see, it's too many motherfucking excuses. I'm tired of walking on eggshells. Like I said before, I could be the next hashtag. I'm not exempt from that. There is a possibility in this universe, girl, in this world, in this reality, girl, that y'all can go on Instagram, girl. Y'all can go on TTB, girl, and YouTube, whatever, girl, the news, girl, and you can see that something could have happened to me. And the part that I deal with in reference to my human side, I hope I'm not loud in y'all ears. With the human side, let me put my pop-up thing, because that shit, maybe that'll work. Yeah, use that bitch. You bought it, use it. My fear is that if I become a hashtag girl, nothing will be done about it. I'll just be another hashtag along the other hashtags, girl. Might be putting a song, bitch. Might have a mural put up about me, bitch. Might have a weed strain named after me, girl. Motherfuckers might march and shit in my name, bitch, for a few weeks and go back to shit. Don't do that, girl. Don't do that, girl. Because, bitch, I would call Dante and we would go to Dante's Inferno, girl, and I would bring all demons back, girl. Jesus' ass got on the cross, girl, and chose peace. I'm going to bring hell, girl. Matter of fact, give me the key. What's up, Satan, bitch ass nigga? Let me see the keys real quick. This is ridiculous. The way, wow. As it has been said, only thing we can do as a community is to become exactly that. Black men and women need to stop killing each other because it only helps them to paint. Exactly. Like I said, we also playing into it, which is why white America can sit back and ain't really got to do shit, girl. They can just every once in a while we kill a nigga, girl, get them upset, girl, but we see they ain't gonna do nothing different, girl. Why should we take them serious, girl? They don't even take themselves seriously, girl. And I mean, there is some fact to that, because like I said, we live in the hood I live in. It has this shit. Niggas be selling drugs. There might be a shooting every now and then, but it's a lot of older people here, so it's kind of very children relaxed. A lot of other people in black in neighborhoods don't have the luxury that I have. There are some black people right now that can't even sit in their houses, girl. Can't even buy furniture from Ashley Furniture, bitch. Can't even get a furniture off Wish, girl, and sit on it comfortably without bullets whizzing by. There are some people, girl, that they can't even, when they're driving, girl, they have to continuously turn left and turn right. They can never be in a lane, girl. They have to be in a place where they can always get away because somebody's looking for them. It's even to the point to where, bitch, you could be standing at the bus stop minding your own business, girl, and all of a sudden you shot because this nigga trying to kill this nigga, girl, and he can't even kill that nigga. Like I said, Pookie didn't kill rape. We also play into these narratives. We give these narratives life. But the conversations I want to have is why are we giving these narratives lives? How are we giving these narratives lives? And what can we do to change the narrative to a more fruitful and life-giving one? And like I said, bitch, the way my mind works, girl, fuck all the there's nothing impossible, girl. There's nothing impossible, bitch. Anything and everything is possible. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do, which is why they want to attack your mind and your emotions. They want you to see black people being murdered like that. They want you to see that happening. And they want you to be upset. But then we also get to this in our mind like, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. Let's just hope and pray that it don't happen to me. Fuck all that. Black children are being born into this world and they should have the right to have a better fucking life. Now, don't get me wrong. Have we made leaps and bounds in reference to blackness? Yes. Do we have a certain level of freedom? Yes. But is it the true totality of freedom that we deserve? No. And we are the missing link. We are the only ones that are not really playing into our freedom for real, because we're not even willing to look at ourselves. In order for you to truly be free from anything, you have to look at yourself and see how you contribute to it. And once you look and see how you contribute to it, then you can make the conscious choice. Then you can make the aware choice. Then you can make the aligned choice to do something different. Because what we've been doing has not been working. It is not working. I'm sorry. I thank God for what the individuals who came before us did. I appreciate all those who grew up in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, who marched, who walked, who did these things. But not some things, everything has to change and everything has to grow and evolve. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. We as Black people have to do something different. And that's why I always say, girl, I don't give a fuck, girl, with everything that I do. TTB interviews, my shit, girl, move, whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing, girl. I always find a way to implement self-love into that. Because when you love yourself, you are free first. In order for the community to be free, it takes the individuals that make up the community to be free first. And the only way we're going to be free is if we do this. Talk to each other. What's the problem? What's the issue? And if that means we got to yell at each other, we got to cuss at each other, we got to be passionate with each other, girl, then let's motherfucking do it, girl. Let's get through all the shit that the ego and the human side has to get through, girl, in order to get to the truth. Because the one thing about the truth gonna hurt your ass, girl. And a lot of us want it, but we ain't ready for it. A lot of us be running from like some motherfuckers be running from the dick, girl. They be talking all this shit. Oh, girl, bitch, you know I can ride that dick, bitch. Oh, I can ride like a BMX, do splits on the dick, bitch. Gabby Douglas, gold Olympic medal shit, girl. And when a nigga come in, girl, and you see that motherfucker was really about that life, and you thought she was, girl. Girl, I haven't even smoked this shit yet. Start keeping the money in black community and see how crazy they will act. Every other community can do it. So why can't black? Exactly. But see, we also have to protect black communities too. Like, for example, like with the gangs that's in our community. What if there was a way, and there is a way? It's all about finding it. That's all, girl. What if there was a way for the, because I mean, they got the guns. Y'all got the 4.5 with the beam on it, nigga. You got the Draco, bitch. You got the Glizak, bitch. The Glizzy. Okay, you got the party rocket in your pocket, bitch. You got the chopper in the car, girl. Why can't y'all come together and actually protect the neighborhood, girl? If you see some white cops doing some shit in the black neighborhood, girl, pull up too. That was the purpose of the Black Panther Party before they tried to demonize them as terrorists. The creation of the Black Panther Party was created to be able to oversee and to watch what happened to black people in reference to police violence and racial violence due to police. To at least make sure that the black people make it to the girl. Okay, if they wrong, they wrong. But goddamn it, can we at least get them into a fucking trial, girl? Because didn't it say, according to y'all fucking laws, girl, that everybody is innocent until proven guilty, bitch? They was created in order to make sure that the black people who was wrong, girl, if you wrong, will do the time. You have to do the time, girl. You got to be accountable. But at least can you live to be accountable? And I mean the gang. Just imagine that. Just imagine the gangs patrolling the neighborhood and patrolling the neighborhood at night. The niggas already out there on the corner, girl. Why don't you be out on the corner, girl, to protect? Why don't you be on the corner to be a surveillance, to be a sentry, girl, to protect blackness, girl? Cause now, bitch, let me tell you something. The shit that happened in goddamn in Buffalo and also in goddamn Harlem, like I just said here, some of these white supremacists are becoming so comfortable, girl, and feeling like it's their time, girl. These little dick ass niggas, girl, goddamn clit ass niggas, girl. Get the fuck out here, girl. They're getting comfortable enough, girl, to go into black spaces and do shit, girl, and be protected. What in the absolute fuck? Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I want them niggas to go to motherfucking 8 Mile and do that shit. I want them niggas to go to 7 Mile. I want them niggas to go to Joy Road here in the goddamn Detroit and do that shit. I want a white girl. If you a white supremacist and you listening right now, girl, and you live in Detroit and you want to be on some nigga terrorizing shit, girl, here's the ultimate level test, girl. Take your ass over to Joy Road, girl, in Detroit, girl. Get off Joy Road, the freeway, girl. Go to this place, a McDonald's, girl, nickname Murder Mac, girl. Niggas been killed up there, girl. Go up there with your white supremacist shit, girl, and tell me how long you last. See, these white supremacists be doing bitch nigga shit, girl. These motherfuckers be doing shit preemptively, girl. Be sneaking and shooting and doing shit, girl. No, no, no. Since you are white, since you're powerful, girl, since you're all these things, girl, since you live in a privileged place, since you are all righteous, girl, and superior, girl, show us the superior power, girl. Pull your ass up to motherfucking Joy Road, girl. Go to Murder Mac, girl, and do your shooting rampage there, girl, and see how long you last. See if the police surround your ass and protect you, girl. They'll surround you, girl, with some damn tape. Why don't you go to the places where motherfucking niggas shoot back, girl? How about that? See, these fucked out ass supremacists, girl, are motherfucking bitch ass niggas. And I ain't talking about bitch in reference to the way that people do in reference to women. Because bitch, fuck what you heard, bitch. Women, especially black women, are the toughest individuals on earth. Black women are the toughest individuals on earth, girl. But these little dick ass white motherfuckers ain't shit, girl. Be doing shit all no. If you bitch, if you are superior, why don't you showcase your superior energy, girl? Girl, why don't you pull your dick out and let's measure dicks, let's measure cocks, girl? Ain't that what you want to do? My dick is bigger than yours, bitch. I told you I'm short, but this dick ain't, girl. So let's pull it out, girl. Show me the superiority, girl. Show me the superior cock. If you got this big ass motherfucking white meat stick, girl, that just be knocking hoes over, then go to the areas where you feel like you can have big dick competitions, girl, and then you get showed a big black man dingo touch your soul, goddamn give you bladder infection, spinal tap ass dick, girl, and we gonna see how long your ass lasts, hoe. Girl, I am so far behind these comments. God damn, I'm so far behind, girl. I'm looking at comments that was 425. Oh, this is what happens, bitch. And I ain't even smoked my shit. I can already tell we're gonna be here for a minute, girl. Cause I got an interview at 9 too. Make sure y'all go over to Key and Carrie and support them. Those are my bros. We're gonna interview somebody from Bad Boys Club, the casting director. Now, excuse me. Shit, girl. I don't know how much interviews I can do, girl, because the Lord's blessing a nigga. I'm just saying, girl. You know, I be able to use my time wisely. You know what I'm saying? That's just an excuse, though, Prophet. Every race kills their people. There's more white on white crime than anything. Yeah, that's true. But also, let's look at this too, Megan. When we look at it statistically, factually speaking, too, the black like white people are not becoming a minority, but blacks are a minority. Like we're really a minority. So when you have these things happening, like it's happening 2 to 3 times more to black people than it is to white people because we're a smaller demographic. And that is true. Like, let me tell you something, bitch. Let me tell you something. Black people, we got shooters and killers, girl, but white people have serial killers, girl. That means these hoes go on a rampage and kill a whole bunch of motherfucking people, girl. Y'all remember goddamn, what's that nigga name, bitch, who escaped 2, 3 times, bitch, who died, girl? Ted Bundy, girl. Use his white privilege, girl, his white privilege and his charm, girl. Oh, there's no way he could have did all that shit. That nigga jumped and escaped 3 times, bitch. Y'all better be glad I didn't get the ashes, girl, because I would have pissed in them ashes, girl. That I would have went to my local septic department, girl, and would have threw that shit in the goddamn thing, bitch. May he rest in shit, bitch. And these white people killing these white people in their homes, girl. Oh, there's no bad people in our town, girl. I sleep with my door open, girl, and the killer just walking in, bitch, made a sandwich, girl. Took a shower, hole. You ain't think shit. Oh, you sleeping shit. Come slit your goddamn throat, girl. I ain't really hear about no. There's probably some black serial killers, but it ain't a whole bunch of them, girl. It be these white people that be getting crazy and be blowing shit up and shooting shit up because they fucked up. And that's also my fear too. I feel like with these white supremacists, like once again, that white guilt, there are some people who are going to do something about that guilt, which means they're willing to kill other people to not feel guilty, girl, and then live in a fucking country, girl, to where they'll be celebrated for that. What's the name, dude? I think what's the name of that one guy? I forgot his name during shit. What are the protests and it kind of got rowdy or whatever. He was a white guy who was a civilian who was shooting at black people. This nigga being invited to bars and shit, got goddamn interview shit and stuff, professional interview stuff. I mean, George Zimmerman was all congratulated and shit. What? White people used to walk so strong when we were enslaved. We go free and they started regretting everything. They are terrified that we're going. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying for black people. I don't want us to do that. As much as it would feel right to, spiritually speaking. That's why I say we got to connect to who we are spiritually. They're the ones. See, that's the problem. So, like I said earlier, superiority comes from a place of fear. And the fact that they're terrified that we're going to do to them what they did to us. And it's like, well, then acknowledge what you did, and then we don't have to have this conversation. So either way, y'all gonna be fucked. Either way, they're gonna be fucked. I'm just irritated. That's look. Megan, you already did the smash and pass. You already told me what it was. And when I told you about that bonus one, that's why I said, look, that's some white supremacist shit. When you when I did my lives on them and you saw what the fuck I saw, I said, I'm gonna start telling white people, girl, when we talk about white supremacy and you want to understand the frustration, girl, let me use a white person to show you this, girl. Do you feel upset? Okay, girl, this is what we feel like, girl. You understand it now? No, they're not gonna understand it. If we wanted to create a revolution, we could, but there's a lot of sacrifice to come with that, and the end result wouldn't come to fruition because we're not leading this country where it counts. That's understandable. That's true. That's true. I've heard some people say like, "Hey, maybe we should," and I mean, they even got to the point to where even there are people in Africa who hate Black Americans. That's why I'm saying we're gonna have to create our own space. Cause like I said, I don't give a fuck who lead the country, bitch. We helped build this motherfucker, factually speaking. It wasn't white people in the fields picking cotton. It wasn't white people doing all the back-breaking labor. It was my ancestors. It was our ancestors. And like I said, spiritually speaking, bitch, we gonna get this. We gonna get what's ours, girl. We gonna get what's ours, girl. Plus, tenfold, I guarantee you. It's a spiritual thing. They can always take out the messenger, but they can't stop the message. And the more they resist this shit, the more aggressive the message will be until they learn. I think that's going to be white people's ego deaths. That's going to be white people's ego's death at large, for them to admit their wrongs and to rectify what it is. And spirit going to do that. That's why I'm saying, like, at this point, in the words of Andrew Caldwell, put blood on your dokosh. Okay, put blood on your dokosh. Remember in the narrative of the Bible, girl with the story with Moses and that motherfucking fog cave or that whatever that was, girl that was killing all the firstborns, and they said, "Bitch, put blood on your doorpost." That's all I'm telling Black people to do. Because what's coming is not just coming for white people. If there is anything, and this is just from the higher standpoint, above racism, above homophobia, above all the shit of this earth, but in a spiritual standpoint, what is happening now is trying to get us to come together to be one. Because at the end of the fucking day, we are human beings. And it's so sad that it takes death and destruction for us to realize that. But if that's what is needed for us to do that, the universe is going to give us what it is that we need, which is why we have to pay attention to ourselves, because we don't even know what we need. And sacrifice and what is it? Obedience is greater than sacrifice. We ain't got to sacrifice. If we just be obedient, we ain't got to sacrifice, because that's greater than sacrifice. See, the issue with that is a lot of Black businesses be charging arm and leg for some of their things, and it makes sense for them. They want to make a profit, but at the same, and that's understandable too. But that's why I feel like, once again, Black people, we are the salt of the earth. No tea, no shade, but we're the salt of the earth. They are siphoning off of us. So it's like, for example, the black dollar. We need to change how the black dollar is spent, but it's hard because we feel like in order for us, excuse me, I'm drinking this sparkling water. Societally speaking, okay, and in reference to being the it bitch, the it girl, the it nigga, we have to wear these brands, bitch. You ain't a real nigga if you ain't got Louis. You ain't a real nigga if you ain't got Gucci. You ain't a real nigga if you ain't got Fenty. You ain't got a real nigga. Well, Fenty is Rihanna. Sorry, scratch that, bitch. Bitch, you ain't a real nigga, girl, if you ain't got Louis Vuitton, girl. You ain't a real nigga, girl, if you ain't got Chanel. You ain't a real nigga if you don't have these brands, girl. But what if Black people collectively, or not even collectively, bitch, just enough. We don't need everybody, because everybody ain't gonna be on board. Some motherfuckers gonna love their life and love where they at, girl. That's fine, girl. I just want to talk to the motherfuckers that are about it, girl, because we don't need everybody. That's the grace and mercy. You don't need everybody. You just need enough. What if enough Black people, or enough influential Black people, was able to help steer the consciousness of how Black people use their dollars, girl, to support Blackness? What if a very well-known Black celebrity said, "You know what? I endorse this Black brand, girl. I wear this and everything, bitch," and was able to get other Black artists on board? But see, they can't, because they're a part of that system. Girl, it'd be like, girl, when are you gonna wake up, girl? This is a hell yeah, girl. They want you to give you the American dream, girl, because when you wake up, you realize it's really a fucking nightmare. Oh Lord, y'all, I am so behind on these comments. God damn. Jesus, I'm gonna have to speed read this shit so I can smoke, bitch, too. Because I've been talking and talking and talking, bitch. Y'all know one thing about BubzDaGawd, bitch. I can talk. But I be talking about real ish, though. I just don't be talking. We all need the white people who lived through the civil rights era to die already. A lot of them are keeping us back and taught their kids. Yeah, yeah. And I also feel too, like spiritually speaking, a lot of these people are reincarnated back into these experiences. Because I had this wild experience. I ain't gonna say that, girl. I ain't gonna say that. Hold on. That's why I need to get raw cones and stop getting joint paper, because I just hate the way when I roll my joint paper. It's just raw cones is much better. What you say? It makes sense because those businesses don't have the same access to funding like the other businesses because of their race. When we were building our own Black Wall Street racist toy, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get them hood niggas on the stove, bitch. You come tear it down, girl. We can motherfucking exchange gunfire at this point, girl. Because I will say this, and this might seem extremist, but in a sense I can understand. Like I said, black people, we the only motherfuckers who have not been violent towards white people. We haven't. We have not. Hold on, y'all. I'm posting something. We have not. We've been violent towards ourselves, but not towards them. And oh girl, I really want to throw some shade, girl. I really want to throw some shade, bitch. I really want to read. That's what I really want to do, bitch. I better be glad I ain't drunk, bitch. I pray the day that my ass get drunk, a Karen hoe come up on my shit, girl, with the bullshit, girl, and just let me have the time, Lord. Bitch. Lord, help me to get to a point to where I read this bitch so effortlessly, girl. She feel like she got gang banged by 3 niggas, bitch. Hell yeah. Your goddamn forefathers, the motherfucking wife, when her ass left, girl, when the slave master girl went to the stall, bitch, to get some shit, girl, understand. Miss Ann, Miss Barb, Miss White Supremacist girl was hopping on those black dicks, girl. It's a damn shame, girl. Yo, goddamn wife got to go fuck some niggas, girl, because when she fuck you, she feel like she doing some lesbian shit, bitch. Kiss my ass. What's up, Harold Brown? If you still in here, hello. What's up, Makedra? What's going on? What's T? This is an in-house meeting for blackness, y'all. We having some black shit. Like I said, fuck with white girl. We can talk about white supremacy all day, girl. We could talk about it till we blue in the face, girl. But I don't want to talk about it, bitch. I want to be about it. What can we do for us? They are terrified to give us the same access to funding because of what we can and will create. Hell yeah, because we're creative people, girl. Like they stole everything from us. They stole our inventions. They stole our ideas. They stole our sound, girl. Got me a Cadillac. Got me a Cadillac car, bitch. What? Anybody about to buy a fucking Cadillac car off that shit? You better give me some bass, nigga. Cadillac. The fuck? Oh yeah, you saying hey. Seeing that live from the Buffalo shooting really made it see things differently. Enough is enough. Yeah. Cause like I'm saying, now they're coming into, first it was the police, now it's white patrons coming into black spaces. They already do shit to us when we're in white spaces, when we're in places that quote unquote we don't belong, even though our ancestors built this motherfucker, bitch. So if there's any motherfucker, bitch, oh girl, oh, what if black people and Native Americans got together, girl, and just motherfucking Mortal Kombat Night Wolf these? I didn't watch that video at all. I didn't either. I didn't watch it either. I done seen too many videos of motherfuckers being killed, and especially with like the films that I want to do, the films that I like I said, I want to talk to black people first. So a lot of my films are gonna be gory, they're gonna be violent, they're gonna be in your face. It's kind of like I like the awareness like Castlevania has, like that very bloody and gory, very much reality based, but still talking about realistic shit and spiritual shit. I want to. So a lot of people are gonna be mad as hell when they see my shit. But like I said, I want to talk about it. But exactly, I haven't watched a video of killing since for Linda. That was a video I couldn't watch. I couldn't after that one. I was like, no, I couldn't. That video was like wow. And I remember I had a public speaking class, and I did a speech on that. And I saw this one white guy's face and the way he just looked or whatever. And I just made sure to look at him when I said that too, because I'm like, yeah, I am talking to you. See, the fact that you giving this type of face, girl, is the reason why I'm up here doing this shit, bitch. See, girl. That's why I gotta be a spiritual bitch, girl, because I talk shit, girl. Them hoes gonna be like, oh, get this little midget now. Yeah, don't see it, Megan. I was searching for it, but I saw some posts, on the thread that they was talking about it. It was so heartbreaking seeing him kill those people. Yeah, and also too, I found out some information as well. That the guy who did the shooting, like the Buffalo shooting, he would be on Reddit, and Reddit is a very anonymous post, like base post type of situation. Like you can anonymously, sorry, post things on there that people don't know. And there were white supremacist groups on there that were like low-key encouraging him to do that. And think about it, how many more white people that, girl, you talking about black people scary? Hell no, it be these white people that be scary, bitch. These are the same motherfuckers that be building bombs in their basement and they mom and dad don't know. Oh, he's just down there playing around with some shit. Shit. Let you try to build a bomb in a black house, bitch. Fuck, you ain't got no door no more, nigga. The hinges off the door, bitch. Matter of fact, get out of my house. And who said you could use my aluminum foil for this shit, bitch? You gonna put in for this, nigga? And then telling a white person sorry and went to find others to kill. Yeah, that's why I'm sweating, bitch. And also, it's what's with this bitch? It's like 80-some degrees here. I ain't got my AC in yet because it ain't like summer weather. When the summer come, then trust me, I ain't gonna be sweating at all. I'm gonna be freezing, bitch. But right now in this heat, girl, it's okay. Girl. I feel the fire of the ancestors on me. We can't even go to the grocery store. Go to the grocery store to get groceries. But that's what I'm saying. Like black people, we ain't gotta live in fear either. Like I said, now what can we do? Now, if anything, girl, start. Like I said, you a gang nigga, girl. Be posted up at the motherfucking grocery store, bitch. You a trap nigga, girl. Be a trap nigga at the grocery store, girl. I don't know, girl. Do something, girl. Get an affiliation with the store, bitch. Maybe we can get some free groceries, girl. Fuck EBT, girl. We are the EBT, bitch. And just get paid, girl, some shit. Maybe buy you some motherfucking fire ass weed or something, bitch. Keep you hoes high, girl. Because you know weed is amazing, girl. And just sit your ass on the block, girl, and protect the grocery store. Like, there are ways to do this. There are ways to do this. Profit, it seemed like the Asian community got that wholesale-ish on lock. If we got to pay higher wholesale prices, we got to sell the shit at a higher rate. Yeah. Baby, let me tell you something about, they can say what they want to say about black people. Spiritually speaking, girl, let me tell you, that's why I'm saying black people love yourself. Because black people, all the shit that we wanted to get, girl, it's happening. It's happening. It's been happening. Our ancestors 500 plus years ago, girl, fought for us to be where we are today. And it is our job to continue that fight, but to also evolve and to grow. The enemy outside of us, because of, it's a shame they are enemy, girl, but they made themselves our enemy. The enemy outside of us, girl. I forgot my damn thought, bitch. Fuck it. I forgot my thought. It's very fucked up. Yes, thank you, Spicy. Yes, Jane Elliott. That's who I was talking about. Yes, Jane Elliott. Thank y'all. Not the old lady who. I remember her too, the old lady, the old white lady that be talking about sex. I'm screaming. Yeah, she stood on next, and we need more white people to do that. Because like I said, it's time out for, oh, we're just going to talk. No, you need to be child. See, people get knowledge, and they have knowledge to just have it in their head, girl. The knowledge doesn't become alive, girl, until you actually put that knowledge into practice, into work. So if you're trying to be about blackness, like I said, Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, bitch, bar mitzvahs, get-togethers, bitch, barbecues, girl, going to visit grandma and them. Let them ass know, girl, this is not 1952. This is 2022, girl. We're growing, we're evolving, girl. Get your motherfucking life, girl. And that's okay, because spiritually speaking. And one of my other spiritual brothers came up here and said it before, girl, too. Another reason why self-love is important, girl. If you don't vibrate at a higher frequency, girl, you're going to have a very hard time. The universe is going to take your ass out. A lot of motherfuckers dropping like flies because they don't want to elevate themselves. It's a fucking shame, bro. It's only a small group of white people who get it, like truly get it, like Jay Elliott got it. And there can be more. Because like I said, I feel like now we're living in an era now where even though we have a lot of death and destruction, like everything's being shown. I feel like there are some white people who, it's this show I used to watch on Hulu called, I think it's called The Premise. And I think the first episode was an episode, if you haven't seen it yet, I would encourage y'all to watch it. It talks about different social issues and put them in these episodes that just like straight to the point. Like one episode does everything. Does an amazing job. It was this white guy who no, it was this black guy who ended up getting arrested by police wrongfully. Okay, because he was accused for something else, and he also was doing things in reference to the involvement and advancement of black people, and he got arrested. But somebody sent in an anonymous video that kind of would have him acquitted from it and like show the proof that he didn't do it. But the video came from a white guy having sex with his girlfriend, doing all types of crazy ass shit while having sex. But out the corner of the video, you can see what happened outside with the black guy that would exonerate him from going to jail, girl. And in this shit, bitch, the white guy, I can understand him. There are some white people who do get it, but they're stressed out too because it's like, I'm white and I'm trying to get it. But it's sometimes hard because for a lot of us as black people, because we're emotional, when we have the chance to unload it onto white people, we unload it onto white people. And some white people be like, fuck, I'm just trying to be a good person. Like, it's fucked up. I want to be an ally, but it's like, to what extent? And like I said, even though you stressed out because of what happened with your forefathers starting this shit, y'all gonna have to play a part in finishing it. Point blank, period, girl. Yes, Dante and the army of demons, bitch. At the same time, girl, we gonna go to what's the nigga, girl, who was the king of all the shit that God gave his ass a ring, girl. He was able to call all these demons, girl, and in the name of the archangels that irritate these demons, bitch. I think it's what's the shit called, bitch? What's his name? King damn, I think is it Solomon? Yeah, King Solomon, girl. This nigga was able to pull up rings. I was watching this video from this mythological A through Z YouTube channel, girl. This nigga calling all these damn demons, girl, with all these damn legions and shit. I'm like, girl, where's the ring at, girl? Where's the precious, girl? Get the precious ring, girl, and unlock it on this shit. Yes, and look it up, y'all. Brown eye, blue eye experiment. Do it. Oh, you already saw it? Okay. Well, for those of you who haven't seen it, look it up. Brown eye, blue eye experiment on YouTube. Black folks won't be free until we are all free. Still too much fighting going on inside the house. So how can we possibly battle those? Exactly. That's the thing. We have to talk about it. Yes. Girl, when I be flowing and see, I haven't even really smoked this damn weed, bitch. Usually I be talking a lot of shit when I be high, girl. I haven't even done it. This is sober Brandon talking right now. Ain't no difference, really. Okay. You're new to the chat. Thank you, Plant Man. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I be seeing you over on TTB. I appreciate all the cousins, all the shorties, all the shaders. I appreciate you all. Reparations are possible. People have been researching their family history and suing institutions like Harvard. Please look it up. Okay, that's true. Yeah, but let me ask you this: do you think that in the system that we live in, like, don't you think those people who are being sued can find loopholes to find a way out of it? And then sometimes too, it'd be like, okay, girl, if we can't find no loopholes, girl, oh my God, this person died under mysterious circumstances, suicide. It's just evil shit, girl. Like, don't y'all get tired of sucking Satan's dick, girl? Like, don't y'all get tired of y'all tongue burning and shit, throat burning and shit, like gonorrhea in that hole? You got that right, Bubs. Too many contributing factors to that, unfortunately. I wish black folk would realize just how much power we actually possess as a collective. And that time is coming. Because one thing I do like about this generation, though, even though they're rebellious, we need some sort of rebellion. We need something to break it up. Because I feel like black people, we're just tired. We're at a place where we're just tired. We're tired of fighting inside ourselves, outside of ourselves, girl. We're going to have to give up a fight. Give up the fight outside, at least right now. Do the fight inward. That's where all the great people, before all these great people were able to do great things in the world, they had to check themselves first. Point blank, period. You cannot do real, genuine, authentic work outside if you can't do that shit inside of your ass. Harold Prophet said the same thing, but I also think that's a conversation that starts with the black man, specifically the cis hetero black man. We ain't moving as a unit too. That is true. Yeah, Megan. Absolutely. We need to have that conversation with cis black men when it comes to homophobia and when it comes to black women. Because even the whole thing with goddamn Kevin Samuels and all this shit, like, these things are put into place to keep black people down. It's just like, it'd be so sickening to me. Like, y'all be really spending that much energy and effort to put black people down, girl. Like, we see how miserable these hoes are in their life. For you to put black people down, especially black women down. Now, even though I'm not sexually and physically attracted to black women, I still have a love, a honor, a reverence, and respect, and to still protect my black queens. Even though I'm not for you romantically, does not mean that I still can't be your keeper. You know what I mean? But you're right. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But we here. It's people having these conversations. It's people like Hope Giselle that's having these conversations. It's people like Joseph Williams, the misunderstood social worker, that are having these conversations. It's people like Conscious TV that are having these conversations. There are a lot of people that are starting to talk. YB, shout out motherfucking YB. It's YB, people like this that are having these conversations. And I feel like we need to continue to further these conversations in our everyday lives as well, which is what I encourage people to do. Also, the ADOS Advocacy Foundation has been meeting with politicians and pushing for reparations. Let's stop having a defeatist attitude. That's how yeah, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. It's just a journey to that. But I'm trying to figure out what is the path of least resistance. How do we get this shit in the least way? Because once again, like I said, we're spiritual. Our ancestors, blood, sweat, and tears. That's all spiritual stuff. There is energy in blood. There is energy and enzymes in your tears and your sweat, and has been poured into the actual soil of America. The red and the white and blue. The red and blue, the red blood of the slaves, the blue of the slaves being beat, and the white of white America being able to transmute that shit into this country that we have now, the American dream. Like I said, if we wake up from the shit and we acknowledge the nightmare, girl, we can change the nightmare into a sweet dream, girl. Or better yet, a sweet reality, girl. Actually wake the fuck up. You hit the head. I mean, you hit it right on the head. Boop. Okay, that's really what I was getting at, but I didn't come here to argue with cis black men if they are and if they are, bring your ass on, because I'll talk to you. Because like I said, we gotta have a conversation, like, and that's why I love the spiritual aspect, because I'm learning to look into the hearts of men, to look at the root issue. Why do you feel this way? That's why I ask the questions that I do on the panel. Bitch, I want to know why your ass being messy. Why did you feel like that was? Why? There's always a reason. And once we get to those whys and deals with those whys, girl, and whether they want to accept the why, girl, the why is out there for everybody to see. Now it's about how you handle the why. MCA. Okay? Or how powerful well, first of all, we have to accept the fact that we are already powerful. And no, we could really be. We are already powerful. It's about learning to become powerful in numbers. And we can do that. And it starts with you. It starts with you. You have to be the change that you wish to see in this world. You have to be the imperative factor in that change, which is why I'm working on myself, especially offline, getting my shit together. I done had some very dark conversations with myself, some very scary conversations with myself. Because like I said, people like myself will bring this level of awareness. Unfortunately, we see what happens to them. Now, I hope I could be on some Harriet Tubman shit, girl, go to hell multiple times and still come to fuck back out, girl, unscathed, and still be able to live a very long life, girl. But there's a possibility that that may not happen because of this level of awareness. And that's a shame. If you look at the narrative of the Bible, girl, I fuck with Jesus, girl. I fuck with Jesus, Buddha, all them, all the ones who understood peace because they were spiritual. They knew what was going on. Fuck this ego shit, girl. They walked in their power. They knew who they were. And they spent their entire lives up until their last breath telling people they have power, girl, and we're taking away from it because the hoes that got this power don't really have the power. They want you to believe you have the power, girl. That's why they have all the guns, all the bullets, all the bombs, girl. They spend trillions of dollars on all this shit, girl, of destruction. They are the gods of destruction. There is nothing fruitful and life-giving. Does destruction have a process or a part in creation? Yes, it does, girl, but it's not all of destruction, girl. Destruction is a part of the process, and these hoes don't want to embrace the process. They want to destroy everything because they're afraid of being destroyed, not knowing that that same fucking energy is going to bring forth their demise. And you know what I really honestly feel? Deep down inside, they fucking know it. Deep down inside, they already understand this. They already know it. And they're afraid that not only do they know it, we know it too. We've been knew it, and other people are seeing it. Girl, 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 girl. Right, I live in Chicago, and Triple Dog Dale White said, bitch, bring your ass. Like I said, girl, come to the real place, girl. Come to you about that life hole. You about Bella Noche's, bitch. Bring your ass, girl. You a white supremacist, girl. Get you a gang of niggas, girl. Get the whole platoon, girl. Get the whole goddamn, what they call them, girl, militia, girl. And bring your ass to Joy Road, girl. Bro Key said, girl, it's an invite, girl, to motherfucking stroll your ass down to 79th Street, girl. Do it. Take yourself inside the motherfucking jungles, girl, where you talking about all these black people, girl. Why not go to the source? You saying all this horrible shit is being bred in the hood. All these thugs are being bred in the hood. All these menaces to society are being bred in the hood, girl. Go to the source, bitch. Since you bought it, hoe, go to the motherfucking source, girl, and tell me how that works out for you, bitch. Who knows? The police might protect you then too, bitch. Now y'all can keep typing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I'm here now. I'm gonna have to do something with my client the other day, girl, because I had to mess her, let her know, bitch. Look, can't do it, and she understand. I'll be here. I gotta be gone by 7:30 though. Hold on. He said if we don't, we gonna be here all day. Yeah, y'all gonna come in out through. Yes, Megan. Put the phone. I told y'all from the beginning. This is some shit you listen to while you doing something. Don't look at the screen. This is why you on the road driving, while you cleaning up or something, while you rolling up, while you doing something. Listen. That's facts. The thing is, no one cares when there is white on white crime, nor is it used against them. But God forbid there's black on black crime. Y'all kill each other. Why are you mad? Yeah. Because once again, think about it. White people don't even call themselves white. You don't hear white people saying, like, I remember it was this one book that I encourage y'all to read. I got to finish it. I got to actually get it back because I borrowed it from somebody. I'm so I can find it. Hold on. Because I want to make sure I'm factual in my shit. Bitch. What's the name of that book called? Do I have it? Girl, was this the private? Okay, it's private. Let me go back to the other one. What's the name of the book, bitch? Oh, it's called Learning How to Be White. I think it's what it's called. Hold on. Learning to Be White. Is that the book, girl? Is that the book? Yep, Learning to Be White, girl. And it's a black woman who did this. She had her own observation of it. She said to the people that were in attendance, the white people, she said, okay, you know how white people are. You know, this is my black friend, Jose. This is my black friend, Megan. You know, you never heard them say, oh, hi, this is my white friend, Jan. This is my white friend, Sarah. They don't do that. Because there's a code when it comes to whiteness. Like someone said, even as a child, they'll tell their children, oh, you don't want to be around those people. There are accounts in that book of white people as children being driven around ghettos to be told, oh, you don't trust those people. No. And it's to the point to where even white people, they have to follow this code of whiteness. It's like don't ask, don't tell when it comes to whiteness, girl. You a white person, you already know what it is, girl. Don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. And if you do that, now your whiteness is challenged. Even back during slavery, girl, during the Underground Railroad, when railroad, Jesus, girl, Andrew Caldwell, I bind you, bitch. Where After white people were discovered of helping black people, girl, they wasn't called white. They was called nigger lovers, girl. They wasn't even white no more, girl. You was now a nigger lover, girl. So now you got to die with them. Do you see what? Lord God, Jesus. Yeah, y'all don't get to preaching all the time, but y'all gonna get it today. Oh no, no, no. I'm to be honest, I'm a crossbreed. I'm like a hybrid. I'm not sativa nor indica. I'm both of them. I believe in some elements it's MLK when it comes to black people, but outside of us, we got to give them Malcolm X, girl. This is 500 plus years. Y'all obviously playing in our face. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all making the obvious choice, girl, that y'all don't want to acknowledge y'all shit to the point to where you're willing to kill people because you're so afraid of acknowledging your shit, girl. Yeah, I'm MLK, Malcolm X, bitch, mixed with a little bit of goddamn, what's the goddamn Egyptian god? Ra, bitch, something. We bringing the spiritual aspect into this too. The spiritual aspect of it, because this is spiritual warfare. It's always been spiritual warfare that has manifested in the flesh. And black people, we are behind. We are behind. We need to catch up with our spirituality. We got the doctor's office. Hey, look. Hey. We built plenty of our wealth and community, and they've dropped bombs, flood them out, and simply claim eminent domain. That's why I'm saying, like, we got to get back to our spiritual shit, get back to our voodoo shit. Get back to our. Let me tell you something. Get back to it. They already taught us that voodoo and voodoo and spiritual shit is evil and natural, girl, and that white Jesus is the only way, girl, and that if you do what the master tells you to do and you do it with such just with such humility and such honesty and such love and such wondrous, girl, that guess what? When you die, not when you alive, girl, we gonna enjoy the heaven that you made for us on earth, girl, and then go to hell, girl. But while you're on earth, girl, I'm going to live in heaven while I put you through hell and then tell you that once you die, you're going to go to heaven, girl. Fuck all that shit, girl. If you don't call Papa Legwork, bitch, if you don't call Oshun, girl, if you don't call Ogun, if you don't call Yemaya, girl, if you don't call goddamn Obatala, bitch, if you don't call any of these motherfuckers, girl, if you don't call on the archangels and shit, if you don't call on these motherfuckers, girl, remember, our ancestors was speaking shit and had the motherfuckers on deck, girl, jumping off the ship, girl. To the point to where they had to bind black women's mouths together because they were speaking spells and casting spells on people. Okay, girl. Girl, what has white Jesus done for us? Somebody answer me that. What has submission done for us? Your great grandmama was saying Jesus coming back, girl. And on top of that, Jesus already came back, girl. Jesus was telling you hoes, bitch, I'm coming back in reference to the mind. That's why he always talk about the mind. Let this mind that be in you be the mind also in Christ Jesus, which means the mindset, not the person. Don't worship the person, worship the mindset that's in me, that the mindset of love that is inclusive, that includes you to the point to where, bitch, if you want to be healed, you can. All you have to do is include yourself. Bitch, you want to be set free, you can. All you have to do is include yourself. And I just stand in the gap with you. That wasn't just a religious thing. That wasn't just a Christianity thing. That's the energy of the universe, inclusiveness. But once we include ourselves at this point, let me tell you something, bitch. I will light a candle, girl. Light a candle, bitch. Like I said, black people, we are powerful. And we got to get back to our spiritual roots. Because the roots that we own now ain't doing it, girl. It's just not doing it. And that's the roots that black people are afraid to express, afraid to explore, girl. But that's where we came from. Once again, shout out to Beyonce, bitch. Even though her ass a part of the Illuminati game, girl, at the end of the day, the universe still uses people to uplift people. Because, like I said, girl, there's God in everything. You just got to find it, girl. When she came out with Black is King, girl, that changed my life, girl. That inspired me, bitch. That shit inspired me, girl. Her song "Find Your Way Back," girl, that spoke volumes to me, girl. Find your way back to where you were. The ancestors have their arms open for you. The ancestors are waiting to speak to you. You don't have. It's not a scary or demonic thing. If anything, it's demonic not to honor them. If anything, it's demonic not to call on them. If anything, it's demonic not to utilize what has been given to you, that these motherfuckers have stolen from you and has told you that your ass don't deserve and that you don't believe. Okay, girl. All right. Yeah. Chris looking like traded his picture. Lord Jesus. Now 2-3 baby mamas. Yes, come through, kid. Yes, come through, Chris. Somebody say you got them lips. Where the lips at? Jose said it's the lips for me. Come on, Chris. Get your stuff. Yes. He talking about pegging. What the fuck? Let me see. The chat, I know the chat be like, girl, Bubs ass be talking too long. Girl, let's have another conversation, girl. That's why I love the chat, girl. Because they be like, girl, okay, let Brandon talk, girl. He gonna get to our comments, bitch. I'm about to catch up, though, now. You talking about pet? Oh, y'all talking about cleaning. Oh, y'all talking about cleaning out now. Oh, this is turning left. Jesus. What's going on? Okay, I'm getting close to the comments. I'm catching up. Amen. I'm catching up. Goddamn, still a ways away, but I'm catching up. Where am I at? Where was I at, bitch? Yes. Private said, girl, fuck child, fuck Gucci and all them. Then they just put out an umbrella for that isn't even what. Let me hit this shit. What? You want me to pay $1,300, girl, for an umbrella that isn't even waterproof? And people would buy it just because they had a name, girl. What profits a man to gain the world and lose his goddamn soul, bitch? What the fuck? No, I'm not. I'm catching up. Hey, Amber, if you're still in here. Megan. Trust me, I will. But see, I'm going to do that in my art. Like I said, I want to do what I want to bring to you. I don't know if YouTube going to allow me to do it, but what I want to bring into this world in reference to the gifts that I have. I love acting. Acting is my passion. Can I get some more acting lessons? Hell yeah. I always believe in improving, but I feel like I have a really good foundation. The films that I want to do is going to be on some Malcolm X shit. And I mean, it's going to be gory. It's going to be in your face. It's going to be saturated in blackness. Black people winning. White people are going to be fucked up in my shit. I mean, in some of the worst ways, to where white people be like, girl, are you making propaganda films, bitch? So don't worry, that time is coming. I just understand the element of both of those things. You're going to get the Malcolm X. Trust me, the Malcolm X is there. It's there. It's definitely there. But I want to use the Malcolm X to get their attention. And I mean really get their attention. Because when they have a conversation with me, bitch, they going to know that they fucked up. I want that girl, and then I have to prepare myself, because whatever comes after that girl is whatever comes after that girl. Because it's one thing to make a motherfucker look stupid, but to make him look stupid in front of a whole bunch of people, girl, and he know he's stupid, girl, that's when hoes it's gonna be red beams and shit at you. Okay, Megan, you be careful what you wish for. Girl, if a Karen try me, bitch, let me tell you something, bitch. If a Karen try, I already got a shirt right now, girl, that said, let a Karen try me, girl. I'm gonna wear that one day. I'm gonna go to a white neighborhood, girl, and do a social experiment, girl, and just wear that shirt, girl, and just wait for a Karen to try me. And I'm gonna when I tell you, I'm gonna cuss this bitch out, girl. I'm gonna read this bitch for filth. When I tell you my ancestors gonna be curb stomping this bitch as my words go. That's what I also say too. Like, I understand someone. I think Chris T said earlier, which I do understand, at least right now, going hard for other ethnic groups. But and it's just a thought. White people scared of what black people gonna do. What if black people were to get to such a place in their empathy, girl, and use their magic and the life force energy inside of them, girl, to connect not just with Native Americans, girl, but every other ethnic group that has been mistreated by white people, and that's pretty much everybody. Even white people have been mistreated by white people. So imagine if all these ethnic groups who stand underneath and live underneath this patriarchy and superiority were to come together, girl. What if black people and Native Americans and Asians and Arabic and Latino were to come together, girl? Bitch, since y'all want to be white people, okay, girl, y'all white people, and we gonna create the coalition of the people of color, girl. How about that? How about that? That sounds good to me. Why don't all the colored people come together, girl? How about all the colors in the Crayola box come together, Miss Thing? How about that? Girl, white people would be frying chicken, girl. They would be fucking cooking enchiladas, girl. Bitch, they would be cooking ramen, bitch. They would have came in with some goddamn hummus, bitch. Them hoes would be doing all they can, girl. We sorry. We was sorry. We was so sorry. They don't want us to have an ounce of happiness, and they can't stand the fact that we preserve even under the most exactly. Like I said, if it's one thing that black people have learned from this whole experience, because like I said, God isn't everything. The God and all this bullshit is that black people know how to survive. White people cannot walk. Fuck 300, fuck 500 plus years. Them hoes couldn't even walk a week in our shoes. Bitch, I'm being too modest. An hour in our shoes. Oh, wait, they do, girl, because when we start getting their ass back and hit them with facts, girl, then they feel threatened, girl. So, matter of fact, they couldn't even spend 5 minutes in our shoes, girl. Be ready to fucking flip the fuck out. And shout out to your cousin, Amber, for graduating. Let's see. Yeah. Don't forget, we got 2 interviews, bitch. I got an interview at 9 o'clock with Ken Carey, and then at 11 o'clock, we got an interview with Jay Moore on the TTB network, okay, award-winning platform. I can't wait to see the shorties in the building. And if you a shorty in the building, make sure y'all throw up them damn pancakes, okay? Show me that you love Bubs. Do you love Bubs? Do you love Bubs? That's why they always come and destroy our ish, even when we have our own, been doing it for centuries, Tulsa 1921 in particular. Yeah. But like I said, we need to motherfucking have some security now. Like I said, they can do some shit, girl, but we can decide how much shit they do. And like I said, bitch, when you start fucking with spiritual shit, girls, guns don't mean shit, girl. Oh, baby, I might have to. I don't know. As I grow my spirituality, girl, and as I get spiritual knowledge, because like I said, I have a lot of spiritual motherfuckers near me. One of my clients, a very spiritual individual. I have a best friend. She's not my best friend, but I have a friend that is very spiritual. Her damn self. She's a child of a Batala girl. I have spiritual people next to me. Okay, bitch. Fuck around and put them hoes in a nightmare they can't wake up from, bitch. This vine over and over again ass nightmare. Do a reverse mirror ritual on these bitches. What you say? What happened? What happened? What Amber said? Oh, let's talk about this real quick. What about the video of that little white boy going to a black couple house with a whip? I would have opened that door and I would have Sparta kicked that little bastard in his face, girl. You should have come out with a whip. I'm gonna teach your ass young motherfucker what it's like to fuck with somebody black, bitch. I would have kicked that boy in his chest so fucking hard and would have dared his parents to come over here. You know your child doing this shit. He had a little whip. Now that I done reverse raced his ass and whipped his ass, girl. Now that I done took this shit and motherfucking activated like Sada Baby work, bitch. Fuck you good up off a perk, bitch. Wiggle, wiggle, make it squirt, bitch. On this little nigga with this whip, bitch. Now you want to come over? That's one thing. When I had kids, girl, understand, girl. I accept the fact that my kids is gonna have two dads, girl. They're gonna be bullied, bitch. My kids gonna know some shit, girl. And the way that my life is set up and where I'm going and the financial freedom that I am ushering myself into, girl, understand, bitch. I will be the black gay John Wick, and so will my goddamn kids, girl. Cause I would have been petty, girl. If I would have had my kids and my kids knew what the fuck they knew at the time that they knew it, and this little bastard showed up to my goddamn door, I would have told my daughter, girl, go out there, whoop his ass real quick, make your daddy proud, bitch. Represent for daddy. I would have told little Jeremiah, bitch. I would have told little Nikita, girl. I would have told her, take your ass outside and whoop his ass. Beat his ass, girl. Turn him from white to red to blue, girl. Turn his ass into the American flag, girl. And then whoop him with the whip for every goddamn star on that bitch. And that's the problem. That's the thing I hate too. Black people, we got to sit here and, oh my God, we got to do the right thing. Okay, then, girl. The right thing sometimes is to fuck a bitch up. Sometimes you got to whoop a bitch ass. Sometimes you got to beat one to teach one. Amen. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, you so right, Christy. Let me do that. You are so right. I always forget to do that. That's why I went on YouTube. I want to hear y'all thoughts. I'm gonna drop the link. You are absolutely right. I should have did that earlier. My bad. I should have did that. I'm dropping the link, y'all. Okay, you posted, bitch. Okay, the link is posted. If you want to come up, you can come on up and we can talk about this. Who block? Who blocking who? Oh. No, I appreciate that. That's look. Two heads are better than one. I welcome the invites. I definitely welcome the invites. It ain't just me, it's us. Us. So that is true, yeah, because I don't want to have to read all these even though I'm catching up. I'm at 521. Let's see. Let's see. Mm-mm. Bubs always making me cry during interview, but in the most thank you. Well, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm about. I'm about healing. I'm about healing. That's what I'm about. And in order for us to heal, we got to accept this shit. And that's the one thing white people are afraid to do. They're afraid to heal. But see, their healing is going to include us because their forefathers started that shit. And their forefathers never fulfilled what it was that they told us they were going to give us, and they didn't. And meanwhile, white people continue to grow and to actually thrive and survive off of what was owed to us while we're owed the scraps. But they can't do that because they don't want to heal. But black people healing, that's what matters to me, is black people healing. So I'm glad I was able to look. That's what I want to do. I low-key want to make you. I want to tap into your emotions because I'm an emotional person. I'm an empathetic person. So I want to make sure that, and that's when you heal. Like, let me tell you something, like you said, but in the most healing way. If you're crying, that's what I want. Okay. Tail Destroyer said every 100 year, hundreds of women kill their newborns. Most, what is it? Nasticides, I believe, remain undiscovered. But once in a while, a woman faints and doctors find the placenta inside of her. The New York Times. Abortion, the overlooked tragedy for Black Americans by Rep. Walt Blackman. At a ratio of 474 abortions per 1,000 live births, Black women have the highest ratio of any group. Oh wow! Well, someone said that white people were trying to stop that because it seemed as if the white people were the ones that were having abortions. They're trying to pass laws for there to not be any abortion. So if that was, I mean, if the abortion was created for Black people and they try to stop it, I mean, that's for them now because white people are becoming the minority. At least that's what I've been told. So I eventually want to. I eventually want to have a book club because I have so many books, baby. Like I said, I studied to show myself approved. We perish for the lack of knowledge, and our ancestors had their goddamn eyes took out, ripped out, bitch, gouged out, tongue cut out, all type of horrible shit for learning how to read. So don't take what our ancestors fought for in vain. But I eventually will come up with one. I gotta find a book for us to read. Snoop Dogg. Use a nigga when you born, a nigga when you dying. Nigga quit lying, so you a nigga for life. Use a nigga when you ride, a nigga when you slide. Side. Nigga quit trying. Use a nigga for life. If you want to believe it, if you want to believe it, because there's some niggas that's making changes too. It's some niggas who realized they was niggas, girl, and transmuted that nigga shit into some other shit. Let's see. Oh yes, the boule, the black boule. Oh yes, girl, those are gates. Those are the gate. Girl, let me get my pen because this weed ain't hitting. Hold on, bitch. Y'all talking about some deep shit now. It's right here. My ass thought it was in my thing. Hold on. Hell yeah, it's a black. It's a. Y'all make sure y'all study y'all shit. Make sure y'all study y'all stuff. You don't consider yourself Native American? Are we not? I mean, I guess as an African American, but as far as my heritage goes back to Africa. So, and the Native Americans were here first. They were here first until the pale skins. Girl, see, I even hate having to say these names, girl, but I mean, because I feel like I'm doing the same thing they're doing. I don't want to be in the same energy as them because their energy is already low vibrating. I don't want that to affect me. You know what I'm saying? But them hoes did a lot of shit, girl. But I guess yes, I am a native to this land because I was born here. So yes, I guess in that context, yes. What you say, Prophet? I'm catching up, bitch. Them Asians and Hispanics, the whiter ones don't like us black folk. And I'm gonna tell you this. I remember when I was in high school, when I was in drama club, I was friends with this one guy who was Mexican. Real cool, all that type of stuff, dope. We built a good rapport and everything. I went over to his house. At first, his mom didn't want me in the house because I was black. She thought I was gonna steal some shit. And I'm like, girl, steal some shit, girl. Ain't your ass over here lick. Anyway, after a while, as she got to know me, oh yeah, my bad. My bad. I just saw you. Welcome to the stream, y'all. My broski. What's up, Aaron?
What your weak ass talking about now?
Okay, girl, don't be coming on some bullshit, bitch. I'm trying to do some real life shit, girl. Either you gonna add to the conversation, bitch, or no. We talking about some black shit. What can we as black people do to improve blackness? Because they trying to kill us. They coming into our neighborhoods, stabbing us with needles and shit, shooting up grocery stores and shit. What can black people on the ground level do? What do you feel like we can do, Aaron? You ain't gonna talk all that shit. You got no answer. Go ahead.
No, I got an answer. To be honest, there's always going to be racists in the world. There are different kinds of racists. There are in your face racists. There is behind the scenes racists.
Right.
Basically fake racists. Like you just trying to be racist because it's the end thing right now. It's headlines and shit because people really think that way. So I feel like it's nothing what we can do at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a whole nother generation of races that's going to be coming up. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole spawn of them bitches. They like a pack of roaches and rats just like fucking fornicating and fucking birthing more races on top of races. Spreading that narrative that we black folks is just nothing. Like our lives mean nothing. And I feel like
You can come
there's
up,
nothing
Chris.
that
We
we
need
can
your
do.
input if you want to share. Go ahead.
There's nothing that we can do but just stay black and live our lives. And just be happy.
So why
Like
do you?
at this point, they the ones with the problem. Like at this point, like you can't just first of all, they mad they can't just call us racist and we just not gonna do nothing. No, we're gonna pop the fuck off. We're gonna pop that bottle in your motherfucking head. You feel me? This is not years ago. when our ancestors like literally couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no rights. Now we have rights. You can't come up in my face and talk crazy to me and call me a N word and not expect me to beat your ass. Or you know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. You either have to come in with your guns blazing and take us all out. Because at the end of the day, we're not bothering nobody. We living our lives. Black people is just like we gay folks. We live our lives. Why y'all hate us so much? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing with I remember Jay Simmer said that we have to separate black and gay, but we really can't because we are getting gunned down by the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? We getting like one by one. It's because of hate. They hate to see our black skin, our black smiles, our black kids, and to see us thriving in happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like that.
Right.
They are fearful of that. They are fearful of our creativity, our brain, and our inhibitions, our drive and stuff. And I feel like just with gay folks is like, people hate on us because we out there just being happy and proud and living our life because there was a time where you couldn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you cannot separate black and gay. But on a strength of black, there's nothing that we can do at this point because it's not an us problem; it's a their problem.
So let me ask you this: Do you
you can have as much protest. You can create as much laws and say if they gun us down, they have to be executed at the thing. It's like, what is that going to solve? That's not going to bring your loved ones back due to this killings of this dude. It's not going to bring them back. At the end of the day, people is going to feel how they want to feel and do what they want to do at the end of the day.
Right.
All we have to do is just live our lives to the best of our abilities. Be happy, travel, do what we feel is necessary. To be honest.
So let me ask you this: Do you feel because of white supremacy and what's been done to us, do you feel as if though like we somewhat play a role in perpetuating the stereotypes that prevent us from being free? Because it's like, for example, we have white people who look at us and think and say, okay, well, those are savages, those are niggers, those are just, very just animalistic people or whatever the case may be. But then it's like, what happens when in those neighborhoods, those same narratives are being carried out? Do you feel like there is something on our end that we are responsible for when it comes to us doing things with blackness?
No.
Like you, what let me like just like you said, for example, homophobia. Like you said, Dre Sember, he has said that there needs to be a division between black and gay. There can be, but it seems as if though, for you, it says device not connected for you coming up. I don't want to say your name. I want it to be a surprise. You need to connect. You need to connect your mic and your cam before you can be added to the conversation, which I do want you up. Oh, okay, yes. Let me just say this
I
real
gotta
quick.
go take a whiz.
Oh, well, that is your daughter. So go ahead, go take a piss. And I do want to say this real quick, and I'm gonna bring
Is
up our
that my
guest.
daughter? Is that my daughter that's coming out?
I can't have too many your siblings up here. I can't. I gotta space them out. No, it's not your siblings. Thank God. It's too much.
Is that my daughter, Lala? Where my daughter
No,
at?
that's
Bring my
not your.
daughter.
We not. No, no,
Daughter.
no, 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 no. We
My
talking about
daughter's
real
not in
shit. I ain't
here.
got time for that. Fuck
Papa,
it.
you
You
better
forgot I
bring
was
my
gonna
daughter
say.
up. You better respect my child.
We gonna respect. Shout out to we got Queen Megan in the building, y'all. Hey.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
Bub.
y'all. I'm sorry. First of all, I didn't say hi back to y'all. Hey.
I
Hey,
forgot what I
Eric.
was gonna say, Aaron. You was
Is
talking. Go
that
ahead.
Megan?
Yes,
Is he coming
it's
up
our
here? Cause
Megan.
I'll get down.
Oh no, I mean you can
Hey.
come up here. You can come up here. I don't
No, I
think
said if he's coming up here, I'm gonna get down.
Oh, he not even in here. We're not gonna do
Oh,
that.
okay.
We having a real
Megan do
Okay.
not
conversation.
like my child. Megan, you gotta be nice to my child.
Mm-mm.
Both said,
But I was but like I agree with what Aaron was saying, but
mm,
it's almost like you don't want to give up. You get what I'm saying? Like you know it's
mm-hmm,
gonna always happen because it's right now it's trendy, right? It's trendy. They're
Mhm.
still being groomed that way. So it's kind of like all you can do is just live your life and live in it. But it's almost like, yeah, but we're kind of giving up too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
mm,
something can be done because it's kind of like, are you really racist? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you really racist? Like, what exactly are you mad over somebody's skin? Sorry, I was washing my hands.
But
you
can
Like,
good.
you
we
mad over
really
somebody's
talk?
skin color? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mm-hmm,
it's.
Yeah.
I think the protests are necessary,
mm-hmm.
even if it doesn't have a resolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it doesn't have a
Understandable.
resolution, I think that it's
Mm-hmm.
still necessary to show people that we can't be stopped. Like, I
Right.
get the reality of it. Like, oh, nothing's gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. Let's keep still doing what we're doing. Let them know that we still here. Because if we stop, then it's kind of like I
Yeah.
feel like they would think they have, still have control.
Mm. Okay. So
You
do
know,
you? So.
I
Mm,
enjoy seeing the buildings boarded up.
oh,
I enjoy seeing the purchase being clutched. You get what I'm saying? I
mm,
enjoy seeing that. I want you to fear me when I walk in. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of
mm,
like, um, yeah, I don't want nobody. I don't want them to walk light around me. If that makes sense.
yeah. That does
Yeah.
make sense. That does make sense. And I think they're not going to. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to. They already have the issue and the problem. And I mean, and I do agree with what you're saying as far as that is one of the ways that we have shown consistently that we cannot be stopped. But I also feel like there are other things we can do possibly too that could be a little bit
I mean,
more
yeah. I mean, other things are being
evolved.
done.
Yeah.
Other
So
things are being
you
done.
since you
You
say
have
that
people
there's
who.
more can be done, what do you suggest?
Talking about me?
Yes, what do you suggest? Because you asking them questions about
Oh
to
yeah,
us.
that's why I had this
I'm,
conversation because we all
I
get
bet they
into that.
both are having a whole conversation. Yeah, he been
Yeah.
talking about. He being nice about it, but he want us to start doing spells and shit. You know.
No, because this. I also have to be careful because
Yo,
I'm on
if we
you.
could summon a motherfucking demon for these white creatures,
Bitch, you
I think that
can.
would be
You can.
awesome.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. But what I'm saying, here's the reason why I'm saying the
Do some
nice
black
part.
magic on their ass
Okay,
too.
well, for a person that is into metaphysical stuff and still learning, the reason why I
Mhm.
talk about peace first is because when you deal with the universe, when you practice peace, you are relinquishing your end of it, so that when karma come even faster because you're not waiting on it. You already know what's happening.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm all about blackness being protected in reference to self-defense. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm not saying like how they do to go out there and to attack them. They're already wanting us to do that. They're waiting for us to just get up and do something to hurt them because it's like now we have the reason to. Now we have the get go. We have to do something different. But what I'm saying is that as black people, we are spiritual people. We've always been
Mhm.
spiritual people, and we've forgotten that aspect. Because it's like what Aaron said. I've heard a lot of people say, even in one of my African American classes, said the same thing. Oh, there's nothing we can do, or it's the illusion that no matter what we do, it won't get us anywhere. We have to find a way
Mhm.
to transcend that. To transcend it, and it starts with us because once again, like they're siphoning off of us. They're using us for energy. From when it comes to music, expressions from stuff, they
I mean,
all of
we
these.
move it. We are the
Mm-hmm,
culture. I mean, that's
mm-hmm,
not just a saying. We move this country. If it's not for us, nothing.
For
Think
real.
about think about the inventions, right? If you take anything that any black person has invented, this country will be basically a third world country. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it would be nothing here, literally nothing. If you really, you got to go a little bit further than what they taught you in school. You know what I'm saying, to really see who invented what.
right, right,
But
right.
everything, there would be nothing here. There would be nothing here. We were the pilots for every pilot light, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's this country don't move without us. So that's why I mentioned earlier when I was talking about
Yeah,
desegregation was a terrible idea because I believe that shit. If we took everything that we had back, y'all, they wouldn't have shit. They
and
wouldn't have shit, but they continue to treat us like shit. And with that, and so it's like with that, we got. That's why I'm all up for the scammers. Keep scamming, keep killing.
okay.
Do what you gotta do.
But see, but that's the thing too. Like if I don't know if we know that on a collective level, because like what you just said, it was kind of like we already know our power. We know what we have, and they treat us this way. It's kind of like being in an abusive relationship. It's kind of like a part of us before we get the work. There's something in it that we depend on because it's something we're used to. It's something that we can predict. We're with that, but we understand that it's still bad for us. It's like, when are we going to actually come together and say, you know what, my bags are packed. I'm leaving this relationship. Whatever happens afterwards, whatever therapy I got to go through, whatever pain I got to go through, whatever withdrawal I have to go through from you being so connected to you, I'm willing to do that. So it's kind of like, if we know all of this, if we have all this power, then why can't we collectively do it? If we are the culture, then why can't we change it
We
then?
can't collectively do it because everybody, all kinfolk ain't skinfolk.
Right, right,
Everybody, some
right,
people are just out for themselves. Some
right.
people are married to these blue-eyed people, so it's like
Mm,
and have children with them. Some people are still lost when it comes to
yes,
what blackness is. So
yes.
it was, so even though it's like, oh, we stop killing each other. None of this. In reality, people are never going to stop killing each other. It doesn't matter who it is, because black people are not killing other black people because they're black. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's not that
right.
we're killing each other because of a race
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But it like what Harold was saying, it starts in the home, but you got to have the conversation with the cishet black man. That
Mm,
man still believes that the light skin and the whiteness is superior to his anything of his that reminds him of his black mother. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
mm-hmm.
there are other issues. So we can't collectively do anything. It's just going to be some people within the culture to make the shit happen. Everybody ain't gonna move,
Yeah,
and you can't expect everybody to move. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that's gonna
right,
collectively happen. So
right. I
that's how I
understand
feel
that,
about it.
and you're absolutely right. Like, realistically, everybody ain't gonna do it, but that's why I was saying, like, I don't really need everybody. I just need enough. I just need the
Yeah.
people who just like, you know what, I'm tired of it. I'm done with it, and it's kind of like,
Sorry for the noise, y'all. I'm putting
no,
up
you good, you
shoes.
good, you good. But it's kind of like, even with the line between celebrity and quote unquote everyday person, like that line is being blurred every day. It's like you have all these black celebrities, you have all these black people that have positions of power, but like you said, they're a part of this system. So of course they
Mm-hmm.
have to play the game. But that's why I was saying, like, what can we do on the ground level? Because there are some things that we can do, and that's why I love having these conversations, because that's how we get to the gray area, is to figure,
Mm-hmm.
to figure it out. But I do believe spirituality is a part of it, because like I said, we lost that. And
Mm-hmm.
spiritually, white people, they I feel like there was a spiritual transfer. They got what was ours and we took what was theirs. Which is why, like, when we, like you said, us killing each other isn't because we're black. You know what I'm saying? It's other reasons, but it's like it's easier to kill you because you black. Because I'm black. I've been told I ain't shit all my
I
life.
don't, I don't,
I've
I
been
don't think it was a trans. I'm sorry, to cut you off. I
okay,
don't
no,
think it was
go
a
ahead.
trans. I don't think it was a transfer. What I think it was weakened when they took us
Okay,
and
yeah, yeah.
it brought us over, into slavery. I think it was weakened. I think that you
I can
still
agree
had
with
a
that.
small group of people, like
Hmm.
a collective small group of people who were doing those, you know, those prayers and shit. I feel like there was a small group of people. I think it was just weakened because the a lot of us gave up, which is why we were still in
Right.
captivity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think once we were able to break free of that, it
Hmm.
just some I don't think it just revived. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it just ever came back as it should have came back.
So
So
do you?
I don't think they snatched it away from us. I think it was just weakened because I
Mhm.
don't think white people ever had power.
And you know what? I do agree with that. I stand corrected. That does sound better. I do like that. It was weakened.
Yeah.
That does make sense. So let me ask you this: do you feel like, because like you said, you feel like there's this revival or like reemergence of this spiritual awareness that we've always had? Like, do you feel like it's happening now? Because like there are people
Yeah,
who are walking away from the
absolutely. Because I think
church
there are a
and.
lot of people. Absolutely, I think like just like with generations, you know how you got the boomers, you got the millennials, wherever Jeanette,
Mhm.
you are seeing more people realizing that Christianity and the church are not something that are basically side by side. You get what I'm saying? You can
Mhm.
have Christian values, but you don't have to be in a church. The
Right.
church is just a place. It
Mhm.
is a building, and you can do your own praise and worship in your in your living room if you really just need it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But when you have men preaching to you about how to live, and they are not God or the God that you serve, that's when you lose people. And I think people are just now starting to realize that they're starting, because the thing, like, you know how like you see a lot of pastors getting uh, villainized by being human, you know, cheating on their wives and shit.
Jamal Bryant.
Um, John Gray. You know,
Okay.
you
Okay.
have other people who, but like, how can we're listening to someone and holding someone up to this very, very high standard when they themselves are just humans. But
Right.
the thing is that following Sunday, after they have been with their mistress, they're back telling you what you should not be doing in your house with your partner. You can't listen to somebody like that.
Right.
Um, Now, I'm not saying that the churches is a bad place. I'm just saying that there are bad people that are in churches, um,
Right.
and it's hard to find the good place in that. You know, I'll never forget the time I walked out of a church. I think I was in college
Okay.
at some point. I walked, like, I literally got up and walked out because the pastor had made these. He had some lesbians on the front row, like some studs, and had them to do like a demonstration, like putting on a jacket as pants, and basically trying to say, "You see how they don't work? You see how it just doesn't fit?"
Wow.
And I was like, I told my friend, I said, "Child, trying to go. I'm not even a lesbian." You guys like I
Right.
would,
Right.
but it was like it fucked me up. I was like, how is that? Are y'all not seeing this? There was
Mm-hmm.
also a church where women were leaders. There was no women usher board. There was no women's choir. He had depleted all of that. None of that existed anymore. It was a church ran by man, um, for man, basically, and it was quite ridiculous. It was for the submissive woman. It is not. That is not me. Um,
Okay.
but some people find their place in that. But it's people don't realize that the church is very cult like.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of a cult, but you see more people are tapping into their spirituality. You can have Christian values, of course, but people are tapping into their spirituality by, you know, getting readings and like opening up to that
Mm-hmm.
world and
Mm-hmm.
seeing, you know, seeing what shit is.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to know, because I love numerology, so I'm really big on numbers.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
I have the number 3 tatted on me, so it's like
Okay.
it's when people get into numerology, you know, there's more than, you know, there's more to the universe, more to,
Mm-hmm.
like, for me it's a collective. I can have Christian value, some, let me not, you know, because I don't want, I can have Christian values.
Right.
I don't have to be in a church. I can still get readings. I can still like numbers. I can still like
Mm-hmm.
astrology. However, when I pray to the universe. I pray to
Yeah.
my ancestors. I pray to my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's a collective of things that creates the person that I am. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That helps me. So when people talk about the what the like the angel numbers and shit, when people talk
Yes, I
about
love
that
angel
and talk
numbers.
about
Yes.
the life path numbers, to me numbers are extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
And to me it's just a collective. I think people are starting now to just find their way in the space, you know, in the
Mm-hmm.
spaces that's necessary for them. So I do think it's coming along. I do think um, it's something that will eventually people start tapping more into when they see that you can pray to more than one thing. You get what I'm saying? Your ancestors are there guiding you as well. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's just a collective. You know, so I do think people are coming around to it.
And that's why I'm glad I have you up here, because it's like these are the real conversations that I want to have, because these are, I feel like, are very important. You know what I mean? It's okay to distract yourself with certain things, because we all need a distraction every once in a while to kind of just recharge. But it's like these conversations are very important. And
Mm-hmm.
I do agree with you when you were talking about how well how imperative, unfortunately, the church has been to Black people. I mean, once again, it goes back to
Mm-hmm.
slavery. Like, even during the slave Bible, all the passages that talking about uplifting and encouragement and being strong and courageous were removed, and all that was left was
Mm-hmm.
more of the submissive, docile type of text. So you continue there, and I think what happened is, because Black people, we've been through so much, and the only thing that we've had a connection to in reference to something was God. Even if we were still struggling with that, it was like we found that in the church. But I think the church has also been, I don't like using the word perverted because everybody say that word perverted, but I guess it's been infiltrated with a lower vibration to where now it becomes a business. And
Of
there are
course, that's why I said
people, mhm,
that's why I said it becomes very cult like, because they are
yeah,
teaching um, women to be a certain way for
yeah,
the man, because they don't believe that women are strong enough to, to make decisions. However, the woman is the strongest being
yes,
on earth.
yes,
You get what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes,
So it's like
yes, yes.
it's it's crazy to me that they're trying to flip that. Let me make you weak. Let's bring you to the church. Let's break you down. Yes, the 1619 project. So that's a book, right? And that's the first book I thought of, the
I'm
spicy
gonna
book
have
that you
to,
just brought up.
I'm gonna have to get that.
That's a I have that on my wish list on Amazon. I think that should probably be your first book if you decide to do your book club that you
And
should
put that in
read.
my notes right now. Okay.
Um it's I think it's written by a black woman, right? If spicy, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's written by a black woman. Um but yeah, like I think I think it's those type of things where it's like we had to learn how to, first of all, I think we have to detach from everything to find your, I think anybody has to detach from
Mm,
everything to find their center, if that makes
yes,
sense.
yes,
So
yes.
if you're feeling like disconnected, or that you need something a little bit more powerful, or trying to, I think people should detach themselves from everything.
Yeah.
Whether were committed to like getting readings every week, or were they committed to going to church every week. I think there's a time where people have to detach themselves from everything that they're like that's in their routine, shall I say,
Hmm.
and be able to find that center. I realized that for me, I don't need to be in a church to get praise and worship,
Exactly.
because praise and worship is only gospel music. You know what I'm saying? It's only
Hmm.
gospel music. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it's like I can turn my playlist on.
Yeah. And your
I don't
body is
necessarily
already
need
the
that.
church. Your body is already the temple.
Your body is the
So no matter
church.
where you're at.
Your body, wherever you're at. You
Hmm.
you are the church, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So you don't have to go to a physical place.
Right.
Oh, she said it was a podcast too. Okay, I didn't know about that. Someone listened to that. But you create the church wherever you're at. You get what I'm saying? You don't need more than one person or whatever. And I know that some people don't like to go to church, of course, because of, it's understandable. That's why
Yeah.
the church
Yeah.
is a lot of a place where women and men are raped by leaders of the church.
Yes. Yes.
It's where women are having pregnancies with the leaders of the church. It's where women are being banned for getting pregnant by
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah.
probably at the church or at a young age, or were raped or anything. Women get villainized in the church. Black gay men get villainized in the church. The church is only a safe space for black cishet men. Period.
Mm,
I don't care what anybody says. That is only a safe space for black men.
I agree.
It's only a safe space for black straight men. I'll say that, for black straight men.
I
Um,
agree. Do you feel like
and so
that's
I
the only
think,
place? I don't mean to cut you off, but do you feel like
oh,
that's because that's the only place where they can kind of feel like how white
in
supremacy
control.
feels? Yeah, in control. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely. Because the thing is, when a black man goes home, and I'm talking about heterosexual,
Right. Right.
whatever, the
Right.
straights. When a
Right.
black man goes home, who cleaned the house? Who took care of the kids? Who cooked the dinner? Who paid the bills?
Mm,
You know, that black woman did that. You know what I'm saying? If if she wasn't getting that black man's check in her hand, you know what I'm saying? He would just spend it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't know what to do with that.
When no
He don't know
organization
the
be there.
he don't know the kids' birthdays. He don't know about doctor's
Mm,
appointments and shit. So it's
mm,
like the woman is the one who carries the child,
yes.
who creates the world. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it's
Yes.
like the church is the only place. That's why you don't see a lot of black women who are lead pastors in their church. It
Right.
is very rare that there is a black woman. It might be a black woman pastor there, but that ain't her church. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Right.
It doesn't. It's not for them. That is a safe space for cishet black men, because that's where the black man can feel powerful. That's where they can feel equal to their white brethren.
Right. So let me ask
That's
you
I
this.
think that's what it is. Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say like we have an in-house black meeting. So I like to have I would like to take the conversation to it more so to the black community. And I love what you just brought up as far as like cis head black men, everything, and just a cis experience. I've heard this from a few people, and I just kind of want to get your opinion and viewpoint on it. There have been some people that are saying in reference to like, let's say the LGBT situation, especially like with trans women, they feel like there's an agenda to replace black women and then implement a trans woman that is not cisgender and stuff like that. Do you believe in that? Do you believe that that's an agenda? Like,
Repeat
what
that
is
one
your?
time.
I hope I can. I'm
Who said
high.
that's an agenda?
No, like there are some people in the Pan African community who have these different
Oh, who's saying that black women are going to
yeah,
be replaced with trans? That's
yeah,
stupid.
like
I
yeah,
think
that's
that's very stupid. Um, I don't think that trans people, men or women, I don't think that there's an agenda at all with anyone. With the gay, I don't think there's an agenda at all when it comes to somebody's gender and sexuality. So no, I don't. Whatever that is, no, I don't agree
mhm,
with whatever that is.
okay.
There's never going to be an agenda on gender and sexuality.
I agree. Do you believe that what's another one? I love thank you for being up here because you just giving it to my spirit. I'm over here just happy. I'm like, yes, somebody's speaking facts. I love it. What's the other question I want to ask
Yes,
you?
Spicy. I agree. The church is more about community. The thing
Yeah.
is, it's like it's, but you can find those spaces on Twitter in a Facebook group. You can find those spaces
Right.
within your neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? So it should be about community. I think it should be, but when it comes to what pastors are preaching, that's when it takes a turn. Like you can't tell nobody that she about to, she gonna be a lonely old woman with cats if she don't do this, this, and this. That doesn't make sense. This is not community. You know what I'm saying? This is not what this is supposed to be about. It's
Now, how do
supposed
you?
to be enlightening.
Yes. How do you feel about the comment up here? It says, "Notice how," and I agree with this too. Like I've talked about this a few
Mhm.
times. Notice how they only attack trans women. It's never
Absolutely.
trans men. It's only
It's
they only
never
attack the
trans man.
feminine
I think
energy.
we had this conversation in another I don't remember. But this is a conversation I remember having
Hmm.
before. It's never a conversation about trans men because a trans man is what?
Oh
Still a
yeah,
fucking man.
yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, it's kind of like when people attack trans women or whatever, y'all are y'all not realizing their intersection what you call it, intersexuality, is that how you pronounce that? I'm missing the word. The intersection, basically.
Yeah,
Y'all see
intersections.
how
Yeah. Hmm.
people just attack women.
Yes, yes.
You're
Feminine
just
energy.
attacking you're just attacking women. It's never a conversation about trans men because, and the thing is, if there's not a conversation about trans men, that means that you believe that trans man is a man. So why can't you believe that trans woman is a woman?
Oh,
You know what I'm
oh,
saying? Like we're always
oh.
having this conversation about trans women, but never about trans men. Is that because you believe that trans man is a man? So why can't a trans woman be? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yep. Trans
That doesn't
trans
make sense. It's
women
all. It's always about females.
and feminine gay men. Like wasn't anything. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
fear of
absolutely.
feminine. Like what is the
It's
fear of
it's a
the feminine energy? Why
the
is it
feminine.
bad? Why do you think it's
It's not.
bad?
It's not. Here's the thing. Okay, so you know how people say like the Black Friday,
Uh oh.
Friday the 13th.
Uh huh.
Okay, you know how people associate that with like evil and
Yeah.
black cats and shit. I want you to look that up tonight.
I'm
Matter
gonna
of
do it
fact,
right now.
just Google Friday the 13th and put feminine energy, and tell me what you see.
I'm gonna do it right now. Feminine energy. I'm gonna put some more comments up so you can go ahead. You look. This is not just my
Be honest,
platform;
a
it's
trans
yours
man
too.
is
Go ahead
vocal
and
as
talk.
trans woman.
Go ahead.
Trans men are as vocal as trans women. I never hear about that. Femphobia. There you go, Harold. That's it.
Misogyny. Hold on.
Yeah. So do
Feminine
so do Friday
energy.
13th and do feminine energy, and tell me what
Friday
you see.
13th. Let's see. Oh, this. I'm gonna do the first one that I saw is from Vice. Before patriarchal times, Friday the 13th was considered the day of the goddess. It was considered a day
Mhm.
to worship the divine feminine that lives in all of us and to honor the
Mhm.
cycles of creation and death and rebirth.
And what did it say before what?
Before
Patriarchal times.
patriarchal times,
That be
before men.
men exactly. So you see what I'm saying? So it's like, child, I ain't got time. Listen, it's this. Okay, so I don't know if the people know this. I'm a straight woman. I do identify as a top.
Oh Lord, I
You
heard you was
know,
down there pegging and stuff. Yes,
oh, that's
peg
hilarious.
a legging.
However, but that's why when people like me, when people like me say it's very ghetto out here, um, with when it comes to like dating and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's because we have to deal with so much. It is very hard for me as a cis het woman who loves black men. It's very hard for me to find a straight black man who is comfortable with his sexuality, who
Mm,
is not offended by my by my feminine and
right.
masculine energy because we carry both.
Exactly. Yes.
Um,
Yes. Say that
we
again. We
we
carry
all we
both. Yes.
all carry both. We all carry both. It is
Man,
trauma if you cannot cry, if you are not somebody who is that is nothing but trauma. That doesn't make you a
speak.
man if you can't cry.
Speak.
So when we have all these things that we have like misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, it's so much. And then they have these church
Mm,
values when it comes to like a woman submitting and things like that. So it's like not a top. So it's that's what it means. It's very ghetto to be able to find. It'll be hard for me to find somebody like a dude who's like me in thoughts because it's a
mm-hmm.
very small community of those men. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's like
Right.
um but yeah, but just like the Friday the 13th, people see that day as bad luck day now. Like, oh my God, don't walk under ladders and shit. When in
Mm-hmm.
reality, you just read the shit. Read it again. You just read the shit. Read it again though.
Pull it up again. And on top of that, I think that's ain't Jason Voorhees or somebody associated with that too. So and he also making a man. Ain't that crazy? Wow,
I don't
wow,
know who that
wow.
is. Who is Jason Voorhees?
You don't know who Jason Voorhees is? Like Friday the 13th, the
Oh, I
infamous
don't
kill.
watch horror
Yeah.
films. I don't watch
Oh,
horror.
I
Mm-mm.
love horror films. That's why
Oh
my shit.
no.
That's why my shit gonna be crazy.
No.
I gotta pull it up
I
again. Hold
love
on.
movies, but I love movies. I don't mind gore, but I don't do horror films. No thanks.
Oh, you ain't gonna be watching my stuff. My stuff gonna be like, nah, Brandon. You be like,
I'll
nigga,
just
do you worship Satan? Let me stop.
no
Do
thanks.
it again. I exited out. Okay, let's go back. Yes. Once again, it states before patriarchal times, Friday the 13th was considered the day of the goddess. It was considered a day to worship the divine feminine that lives in all of us and to honor the cycles of creation and death and rebirth. So let me ask you this. Do you feel like the men that stopped this, the patriarchal part, do you because like I said, with the feminine energy, it's about accepting the cycle, which one of those cycles is death, which means the end. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
that could also explain why the patriarchy is there? Because they want to be strong. There's no end for me. There's no death for me. Like, do you think that could
But
be
it,
a
but it,
reason
but it's,
why?
but it, but it's also a rebirth. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You're celebrating the end and creating something new. You
Right.
are digging within your
Mm-hmm.
femininity within your feminine energy, and you're celebrating not only yourself but celebrating the woman for creation. You got what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like
Right.
for them to take such a powerful day, one
Mm-hmm.
day, such a powerful
One
day,
day.
and to make it into something so demonic and so afraid
Mm,
of, like you should fear this day. Don't leave your house. That's kind of fucked up.
it is.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's the idea that people have. Oh, Friday the 13th. Then you put a movie on it. Okay, now we're really gonna get them. Let's. It's all. They're gonna forget about this day completely once a horror film is out.
Mm,
They don't know about that because they don't. It doesn't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are like going back to your question earlier. Are people tapping into their spirituality more?
mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because I would
Mm-hmm.
never known about that if I would never
Right.
known about that 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like
Right.
that shit popped up for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, people are definitely tapping in. It's the man on the problem. Yeah, the straight man. Yeah,
So speaking of the straight
yeah.
men, how do you feel about the whole Kevin Samuel situation? Is you glad he
I
did?
don't
Is you
feel
kind of
nothing for the. I don't feel nothing for that man. Nothing. I have nothing for him, and that's that on that. Kevin Samuels is the black church. If you want to be real about it,
uh-oh. I agree.
and he was a person that died alone
Mm,
with no money. by himself with nobody to take care of him. He died next to a fucking stranger. Um, yeah, go him.
I go.
I ain't got nothing for him. I ain't got nothing for him. I don't feel nothing. Um, I'm not going to give him a rest in peace. I think that he had the day that he deserved, I guess.
Mm, understandable,
Because I mean,
definitely.
because it's because thing is when it's people's time to go, it's people's time to
That's true. Yeah.
go. Whether that's a sacrifice by the hands of hate or on their deathbed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we really don't have no control over that. But I don't have nothing for him.
But you ain't mad that
I'm
God
not
took.
celebrating his death. No, no, I'm
Right.
not doing that. But
But you
I ain't
ain't
got
mad
nothing
at
for him.
God doing His thing.
Yeah, you do what you need to do, sir. But the thing is, just because he's gone don't mean it's another. It's a lot. It's thousands of other men like him.
Yes, he's gonna. It's a
Exactly, Harold. He is
replacement,
the black. He is the black church. It is thousands of men. It is men like him in the church. So
and it's
why
scary
are you
that it's
saying
gonna
no?
also be a.
Why are you saying that? He talk hella shit about fat women and women period,
Mhm.
women period, and died in the arms of one. Like you have to call. He probably paid for that. You know what I'm
Oop,
saying? He probably
oop.
had to pay her. So it's like who's rich? And the apartment wasn't even his name. It was another dude name. And let's not forget the man that ended up popping up on camera one time. Kevin Kevin Samuels was a gay man. He just DL. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
So he was
and
over here bullshit talking about high value man. If you want a high value man, like there were.
absolutely. And
Let me
he
tell
was
you this
sleeping with
though.
them.
There
So
were.
it's like I think it's one of those things too where it's like
Ah.
I don't know if you saw the clip after his passing where somebody had showed him like in a car and he was saying he's about to change his whole thing about uplifting women to downgrading them because his audience will be picked up, like his business will be better.
Mm.
So he did that shit on purpose. So that's on him. That's
But
on him.
but it's crazy how even though he did that, like you said, there are thousands of men because there are times where, and I'm gonna have to find me another barber too, like for real though. But like there were times where I went in the barber shop and my barber would be listening to him and would be laughing at him, and I
Oh
would
yeah,
just
see,
be
he's
like, "Nigga,
stupid.
just cut my damn hair so I can
Your
go."
barber probably got kids he ain't taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who I don't trust no.
No, he do.
Let me tell. Okay,
He
so
do
this
some
is
whole shit. He do. He be telling me, and I just be
let
like,
me tell you
bruh.
this. Me as a cis woman, these are things that I look out for. And call me picky. I don't even like cats, so I ain't gonna die with none. So men who follow Kevin Samuels, who follow Little Duval, um, who else? There's another person. Who is it? Oh, men who love Future. Those are big red flags to me.
Mm.
Um, yeah, if I like, oh, and niggas who still listen to R. Kelly. Yes, I'm talking
Oh
to all of
yeah,
y'all
yeah, yeah.
in the chat who still
Mhm.
listen to R. Kelly. I am judging you. Um, because if you can listen to their music and not picture him with a um little girl, I don't I don't know why it's not clicking. But yeah, those are all like red flags to me. When people are following certain people, because like this person is so not a good person. Why are you following them? Yeah,
Yeah,
so Kevin
yeah.
Samuels, Little Duval for sure, and niggas who love Future, absolutely. The traveling nurse who couldn't recognize the cardiac event or perform CPR, exactly, Spicy. She was sent there on a mission, okay, and the mission was done.
Okay.
The mission was done.
Not art.
But that ain't our business. But that ain't our business.
Come on, Judge. Yes. Come on, Judge. Judge Mag. Yes, you up here killing it.
That
That's why I'm
nigga just
sitting here
started
being
saying to be
quiet. I'm
nice
like,
after
shit.
hearing
Yes,
him
talk.
on Space Jam. After hearing him on Space Jam, what he say on Space Jam? Oh, I believe I can fly the song on Space
Hmm.
Jam. Yeah, I haven't been able to. And the thing is, like, we've always known who he was, but for me, it wasn't until of course, the documentaries came out where me as an adult could actually understand and realize what was happening. Because before
Mm,
that, I was definitely um listening to him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think
right,
nothing of it because like our parents thought nothing of it. Must
right.
not be that bad. But it was with minors. It's not that just he was talking about young women that he was sleeping with. He was with minors,
Mm,
young women, 13, 14-year olds. He would go and wait at the schools.
Yep.
for these little
Yep.
girls to get out of school. There's no way that you can listen to his music with a conscious mind and just be okay with that. That's not okay to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know people who always question people. When I see niggas on Twitter, the people don't even have to be interacting with me. If I see a tweet I don't like, I block the person. If they say, "Oh, they always trying to make things," they keep putting this shit in our face, block. Because I don't ever want to meet you. And if I ever meet you, I'm asking for your Twitter. And if I got you blocked, we will not longer have a conversation because there's a reason why I blocked you. You know, it's just that for me. It sounds, it may sound ridiculous to some, but for me in my house, it's just not gonna work. I can't. I have two gay best friends. I if you can't love, if you're supposed to be with me, and you have to remove yourself or you feel uncomfortable with my best friend being in my house or in my home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like before I even go that route, I got to, you just got to figure people out first.
Yes, you
I
have
just
to.
I just can't do it. Mm-mm.
So like
He said the songs
what
ain't that great.
like let me ask you this. What are some of the things that, okay, so as me as a black gay man, what do you think I can do to help like bring awareness like towards other
You
black
can't.
gay men and
I don't.
cis
I don't think.
men?
I don't think black gay men, can do anything to help the black cis het men.
Okay. Okay.
Um, because cis het men are not going to be open to hear it from you because you are gay.
Understandable. Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
they're
Right.
also not going to be able to hear it from us because we are not men.
Mm.
Um, I think that's something that got to be worked out with themselves. Have you ever heard of Mouse Jones?
No. Mm-mm.
Ever? Okay.
Mm-mm.
If anybody in the chat ever, I'm pretty sure the people know of Mouse Jones. Mouse is one of like he's a podcaster, host, shit like that. You've heard of Trap Karaoke?
Yes, I've heard trap here. Yeah.
Yes? No?
I have.
He
I'm
hosts that,
sorry.
right?
Okay.
So there's also this YouTube page called Grapevine TV. Okay,
Yeah, I've
it's
heard of
full of, you will love it.
Grapevine.
It's just full of black people.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay,
of
so
them. Yeah. Hmm.
Mouse has been on a lot of Grapevine content. Mouse is one of the straight men who asks questions
Hmm.
and has learned how to ask you're not offended, or so I don't cause offense,
Hmm.
right? Not that they're going to be offended. He wants to, just so I don't cause offense. Can I phrase
Right.
this? Because he wants to know. He asks questions. Everybody
Hmm.
that hear that. I heard you all the way in the kitchen started shouting when you mentioned Radius Lovers, the main ones. Hello. Um. So Mouse is a cis het man, black no black man. Well, he had dreads. Do he still? Yeah, he got them back. I think. I don't know. No, he got braids now. Sorry.
You good, you good.
Um, cis het New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? You would think that he is full of misogyny, everything. He has like two little girls or whatever. When I tell you, he is the most problematic black man I have ever witnessed in my life. That man
Mm.
has gay friends that he would just post their picture like my nigga looking good today. And it's not on no gay shit. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? It doesn't have to be on, and
Right.
he tries his best to be like, I had to, like, those are still my friends. If I can post my homegirls, why can't post my homeboys just because they gay? I don't want them
Right.
niggas. Them niggas don't want
Right.
me. We're just
Mm.
friends. He is. He didn't do no. It's like he didn't do anything problematic. He is the most unproblematic black man ever. I have seen him go from asking questions out of true curiosity over the years and learning,
Mm.
implementing.
Hmm.
You don't find black men like that.
Right.
You just don't.
Right.
Just the other day he had posted because they have and the two guys names are losing me right now. He has a podcast called Guys Next Door with two other guys.
Okay.
Um, and just the other day, he had posted something. He's like, I see why people say it's ghetto out here. He was like, because if I wasn't, he said, if I wasn't a straight man, I would be on some dick right now.
Oh
And
wow.
and the thing is he can say that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's when you're like he can say that, and it's people in his room, his face don't be like, oh, that was gay. Why? Because the people around him are just like him. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
understand. They're true to who they are. They don't have no
Yes.
problems sitting next to a feminine gay man. They don't have no problems with that. And the thing is, you can talk normal, right? And say normal things that you would think, and where it not be perceived that way. There are a lot of straight men who would be like, wait a minute, I ain't listen to this nigga no more. That's gay.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's a lot of people who, but it's also other people who just, you know, just continue listening and not, you know, their heart won't stop by like, oh my, so no, like, and that's a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's right. He's one of the very few people. It is very hard to find a and he is really truly one of the very few. And he also looked like a nigga that was somebody ass. I don't know, Mouse. I don't live in New York. But it just looks that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Also him and what's the other nigga name? Tahoe. Tahoe is very problematic in an unproblematic way. He wants, you realize that he's not doing it because he believes it. He wants to have a conversation about it.
Right.
That's another person who has also learned. I'm not sure if you known of him either, but he's also another straight man. Mac Wild, yes, guys next door. I forgot the other guys. The other man don't matter. It's just them, the two ones.
What about consciously?
Yes. Who?
Consciously?
Oh, is that the one with the dreads that be talking
Yeah.
in videos?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A little too conscious for me. I don't. I mean, that's just cool. I mean, it's just I've known of him from years ago. I haven't listened to anything current. He's
Mm-hmm.
just very I don't know. I have a problem with people who talk like poets every time. Like they're like it gives hotep to me when they talk like they're reading from a black book. I don't know. It's just he's just
Mm-hmm.
always been
Okay.
odd. I know he's in spaces where he's with other trans women and stuff. I understand. I get that, but I don't. I
Right.
don't.
But
I don't.
personally, yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen to his content. I don't know nothing about him. I think when people realize that we're all. Can you go back to Chris' comment?
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I had to think about it, Plant Man. I didn't know who he was talking about.
You see, you want to go back to
I
his
think he
con
realized they were
this
all the same. They would learn to accept as long as boundaries are. And the thing is, it's kind of like I think gay, no gay. I think straight black men are afraid of people like no shade, like Aaron.
mm,
Somebody pushing up on them. I think they are afraid of that.
mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't think they realize is that he's not like everybody. He doesn't speak for gay men. He's not the gay
Right,
man leader. You know what I'm saying? So I
right,
think, but I
right.
think people are afraid of that type of energy.
Yeah.
I think that straight black men think that just because they are a man that they are wanted by another
Yeah. Come
man.
on now. Come on now.
But I also understand and realize after I'm not a part of I'm not in the community, but I'm a part of the community. There are a lot of stigmas within the gay community where you have men who do try to push up on straight guys and
True.
and don't know their boundaries. I know of one right now, and I have to tell him by himself like you need to stop. Like the niggas don't want you. Like you need they're being respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like it stop. He has done the work. I fuck with him. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't like the way he talks. It's just his voice that I don't
Right,
like. It's nothing
right,
against him personally.
right.
It's just his voice. But I think that a lot of straight men are just afraid. Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, like Lylan. When you're when they are doing the most to respect you and want to be your friend, you are trying to create an intimate situation, and it's not wanted.
Right,
All
right.
men are all gay men are not like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want
Exactly.
you. You get what I'm saying? And it's like it shouldn't be anything. Okay, they fear gay men because they think gay men will do to them what what they do to women. Yeah, like the
Mm,
cat calling and shit. Like pushing up, trying to holler at you. No, gay men want gay men, and that's in the majority of them, shall I say? And that's just that on that. I think if you're clockable, then maybe it's some tea there that you're not sharing, and that's what you're afraid of. So that's that. Some gay men don't understand boundaries. Straight men are straight. Leave them alone. Yes, but also straight men need to stop feeling like they are the one trying to get caught in the room. Like them niggas don't. I think it's on both ends.
Yeah.
Understand that gay men are not after you.
Right.
And understand that, and gay men need to also understand that you can't turn a straight man out if he's straight.
Exactly.
But you don't blame that on generational misconceptions. What do you mean?
Uh-oh. I don't. You might have to elaborate a little bit, Plant Man, on that. But I do agree with what you said about the fear. Even the fear getting to the point to where there will literally be people that will see gay people and will literally just start bashing them for no reason.
Cross the street, or can't sit next to them, or
Right.
so like for um my younger sister had a birthday dinner last year, and she was inviting her friends. She have a lot of homegirls, a lot of dudes who are friends, whatever. These niggas are not. There's just straight men, and she was having it at this particular restaurant where they do drag shows during brunch.
Right.
And she had told them that, like, just the FYI, this will be a drag show kind of thing. So just letting y'all know, so I won't be shocked when you get there. She had somebody in her in their group message. My voice cracking. Hold on.
Oh, you good? You good?
Sorry.
You good?
It was somebody in her a dude in there talk about. He's like, "Oh, I don't know about that," and she was like, "You got a thing against performers?" You got what I'm saying? So it's kind of
Right.
like and he was like, I ain't trying to be. She was like, they are perform. She said, drag queens are performers. That's nothing but theater. You have a problem against. You have a thing against theater.
Right.
I don't. And the thing is, I like the way that she posed it versus saying gay men.
Yes. Yes.
It's a drag queen. That's an art. You get what I'm saying? It's a show. You got a thing against the art.
That
Exactly, Chris. He the
particular
ugly
one.
straight man who think that gay men want them. Ain't right, exactly. Because she's not that cute.
Hell no. Boosie
Um,
badass bottoms. No.
but yeah, I like the way that she phrased that instead of just saying gay men, because he instantly went there. You get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you. She was like, "Don't come." If she said, because I don't want you to be in a space where you're disrespecting the people who are performing for us. And she told him don't to not come. And I think that it's shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And those are the type of people I would cut off. You get what I'm saying? It's people like niggas like that. For generations, we've been taught to deal with gays a certain way because it wasn't what the Bible was taught. The way that we were taught to deal with gays was to not interact with gays and to shame them and shun them from our homes and from the church. Is that the general misconception?
Yeah. I think that's what his response was to that. Yeah.
I guess I'm confused on when he actually wrote it in regards to what I said.
Oh yeah.
Because thing is, because to be honest, I'm not a person. I keep two Bibles in my house, right?
Mm-hmm.
One Bible is a Bible that I was gifted as a child from my dad, from my my late dad, and just another one that I think my sister got me, like many years ago. I didn't throw it away. It's just there. Have I opened them? No. Be quite honest, like, you know what I'm saying. I didn't grow up in a. I didn't. We went to church sometimes. I didn't
Right.
grow up in the church.
Okay.
As we got older, my mama tried to like pull us into the church, but at that point, it's like I'm just trying to stay awake in the church. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? There, I'm really not. I'm not a person who can throw a scripture out. I'm not a person who knows the Bible stories. What I do know is that the Bible was written by men.
Yeah.
That's what I do know.
Yeah.
And seeing that it is a book, what any author would tell you, however you read the book and what you got from it is the way that it was supposed to be identified for you, right?
Mm.
So I think of the Bible as just another book, and people interpret it the way that they want to interpret it for them,
Yep.
just like you would any other book,
Yep.
you know, any other fiction book. So it's like, I don't, I could care less what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? I could really care less about it. But I do love seeing when people talk about, well, the Bible talks about witchcraft. The Bible talks about
Mm-hmm.
homosexuality and it talks about all of that, right? It talks about all the things that the church don't want to talk about. I
Mm-hmm.
love when I see that kind of stuff, but I'm not somebody who's like a Bible. The Bible was not like a golden arch in our home, and
Right.
not in my home. So
Right. Okay.
they be grabbing each other, dicks and slapping each other. Yeah, they do gay ass shit, but also they just be want to keep that secret to you. Because I feel like, you know, there's a lot of straight men who just claim to be straight. And to further that conversation, I think there are a lot of straight men who are, again, trauma. They cannot express their sexuality with the woman that they want to be with, because that woman will also judge them for wanting something. Like when people like just pegging, right?
Yeah.
We bring
Right.
up pegging.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you will have a lot of women, and a lot of men who will view that as gay.
Right.
But it's like, if that man is enjoying sex with this woman,
Right.
that doesn't
Right.
make him
Gay.
gay.
Right.
He's having sex with the woman. He's not going to get off with the man just
Mm-hmm.
because he wants to be pegged. He wants to be pegged by you,
Right.
not by a man. It doesn't make him gay. I know a lot of people think different than that when it comes to, when it comes to that conversation. But no, but I just think that a lot of men are also, a lot of cishet men are also very afraid of expressing themselves, and that's why a lot of, that's why you see some people cheat. They'll go somewhere where they're, where that woman is a little bit more expressive. She's a little bit more open. She's willing
Right.
to try something new, and he's scared to like express that to the woman that he's in the relationship with.
Right.
It's like racism stereotypes are generational misconceptions people put on others. Yeah, yeah. The black community was not was told to not. I mean, black communities period were Latinos, uh, blacks, white. Nobody was no. There is no race or culture that is openly expressive and accepting of gay people.
Right.
That does not exist. So I don't think it's a generational misconception. I think that's just what people, again, the patriarchy. The state says that you should not be gay. It's all politics. Okay, it's time to start Gay Straight Podcast. This way we can all talk about our views and kind of come to a level of understanding. Honestly, I've learned all I've had to learn from listening to gay people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it starts for me as a straight woman.
Right.
Is listening to, like I said, I had two gay best friends, males, but they've also had, misconceptions within their relationship. They take a lot of heterosexual, social, social aspects into their relationships where they feel like they may just want to pig so bad. First of all, Plant Man, it was an example. Mind your business. Thank you. I think that there are a lot of gay men who also are dealing with societal things too. Like, the top has to be the masculine man in the house. He has to be
Mm-hmm.
the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
They want a submissive, femme, very cunty, you get what I'm saying, man,
Mm-hmm.
to be, they want to have this picture of heterosexual, society
Normatives. Yeah.
norms,
Mm-hmm.
and within their gay ass relationships. That doesn't make sense to me. And that's a conversation that I've had over time with my friend too. Because he can't stand a man that look like him. Like, nigga, okay, that's fine, that's cool. His type is very, he likes some petite, he likes some small, he likes some cunt. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's what he likes, but he also feels that he has to be a man to another man, and it doesn't make sense
Mm-hmm.
to me. And that's why I told him to start therapy, but I'm just, he
Right.
found one this week, so happy, good for him. So I just want him to make the appointment. But yeah, but
I'm
again,
screaming.
that comes from that comes from trauma. You know, he grew up in a two-parent household. He's only seen him, you know, his mother and
Yeah.
his father. He, you know,
Right.
they only have one home, so it all starts at home. It
Yeah.
honestly just all starts at home.
You're right.
It's the things that people possess that you know that what people want. So yeah, I think it's just I don't know. I don't know how this is. I forgot where we started the conversation. I don't know where it's ending.
No.
But but it's not saying that anything. I'm just saying like I don't know
Yeah.
where I was going with that. I have no idea where I was going with that. I
That's how
forgot
I
my
be.
first
That's how I
point.
feel a lot. That's how I feel. I be talking to be like, what I say again, y'all? What happened?
Okay, people always try to use Sodom and Gomorrah against the sea. And I don't even know who them is.
Who oh, I heard a lot about that shit growing up in church.
I've
I'm like,
heard them, but
God,
they in the Bible too.
you said
Yeah,
they in
y'all
the
don't
Bible
y'all
too.
don't
I'm
even know.
screaming.
It's called speak on it. Maybe say my auntie growing up, she went to church 4 times a week, and I had to go with her every time every Sunday. I'd be asleep halfway through the sermon. My dad and my mother were not together. My dad married my stepmom when I was 4, and he got saved when he was with her because she was a Christian or whatever Christian woman, and they went to church every Sunday. So every weekend I was at my daddy's house. Every other weekend, let me say that because it wasn't every weekend. Every other weekend, especially when I got older. When I was younger, yes, it was every weekend we would go to church. But as I got older, we kind of it was on my terms at that point. And yeah, but I would have to go every time I was at his house. We would have to go to church on Sunday, and I hated his church. When I say I hated his church, I hated his church. It wasn't nothing but some old, bitter old black women in there, and uh, I think that the pastor was sleeping with the women. I don't know. It's just something
Jesus,
about that church that didn't seem right. Yeah,
Jesus.
straight man, more gay than us sometimes. But yeah, like I didn't grow up in the church. I'm not a fan of certain churches. Me myself, I always thought like when I like coming out of college and whatever, and being an adult and trying to find myself and be the person I'm supposed to be. I went to small churches. I went to large churches. I realized that the non-denominational church, the big churches, were the best ones for me because I feel like it was easy to detach from that. I feel like I didn't have to be a part of
Mm,
like a usher board or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I could
right,
just go
right,
and come as I please and leave. I didn't have
right.
to wear stockings or a skirt. I can just come in my jeans, wear my sneakers and just go. I think I always felt like those were better for me.
Hmm.
However, when you are in those spaces, you start listening to what these people are saying.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's like,
yeah,
then you
yeah.
think back on it months later or years later, like what he was saying was really fucked up that day.
Yes.
And I was in there clapping. Like, that don't make no sense. People can understand you need to be attracted to the same sex to be gay. It's hard for them, like a nigga who wants his ass ate, hoes and me. Yeah, but also there are a lot of gay men prophet who think that because the straight man wants that they also think he's gay. That
Under.
doesn't make
Yeah,
sense to me.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Now,
That's crazy too.
do you think that's because once again, like I think with a lot of gay men, with the whole trade thing, it's kind of like the access to the taboo thing. Like the one thing that people say that I'm not, I feel like that's my connection to the masculine side of me or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that might be the
Repeat it.
case? I hope I
What you mean
can.
that you're
I
not?
see now. I'm talking like a damn poet. Let me stop from making cancer me.
No. You good. You good. You good. You good.
No, I'm saying like with gay men, a lot of gay men, not all, but a lot like the trade, they like the masculine energy. Do you think that's the reason why they're connected
Well,
to that? Because it's like,
I think the trade is just the trade by default. You can't stop yourself from looking from being looked at by two different people, right? By two
right,
different sexes.
mm,
The trade is just a trade on accident. They didn't do this shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They just they dress in the way they want to dress. They talk the way they talk. They look the way they look. You can't necessarily control
right,
somebody blending. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
cause thing is, how's a gay man supposed to dress?
But I guess with trade more
You
so
know what I'm
is
saying?
more.
Yeah.
But I think the trade is more so like the actually being with the man who calls himself or identifies as straight. Like what I mean, so like even though the
Well,
dressing,
that's
like,
a deep to me. Trade and DL is very different.
okay, okay.
The DL is not trade. Trade is gay. Trade don't want
Oh,
women.
what I guess the way I looked
The
at
trade is
trade
just
was
the
just
trade.
masculine energy. That's how I just looked at it. For me, basically, I
Trade,
just look
trade,
at it.
trade is just a masculine
Right.
man who blends in as straight with other straight people, but that is a gay man. He's the trade.
Okay.
That's not to me, you got people when it comes to men who are DL, who are
Mm-hmm.
just straight men,
Mm-hmm.
who are sleeping with women while
Right.
being gay and not telling other women that they are actually either bisexual or just gay and sleeping with them just because.
Mm.
Those are two different. The trade is not DL to me, and it never has been. Now,
I,
if I got my gay lingo messed up, somebody tell me.
no. You right. I think the way I was trying to say it was like, because, like I said, a lot of gay men that are attacked are the gay men that express the feminine energy.
Yes,
The
so yeah,
feminine.
like
So it's like,
the masculine men, the trade, they will never be. First of all, the men who are the trade are only known that they are trade by people who know that they're gay, right?
right.
So they're not going to be attacked by gay men. Then you have but then you have men who just appear, who are not trade, but you can kind of, this one got a little sweetness to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this one, you can tell, like, okay, this gay man. Then you got the men who are very fish, like, cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you get that. They're going to always be attacked because for some reason in the mind of a cishet woman or a cishet man, it frightens them, it disgusts them for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. It is they can't stomach it.
Right.
There are a lot of men who would cut shows off who because a gay man hugged somebody, like hugged a gay man. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Or they kissed. Don't let it be a sex scene. Niggas are
Right.
up
Right.
at
Right.
creating riots and calling in on Kevin Samuels. So it's like it's things like that who I don't know what that is because I haven't experienced that. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
know why that's disgusting. I don't know why that makes someone quiver. I don't know why people are uncomfortable. I don't get it. I do know that for some of them, I think that some women are intimidated, but when it comes to
Mm.
feminine men,
Mm.
um, and which is crazy to me. I had to cut this one bitch out. I didn't mean to call her a bitch. Well, she was a bitch for that. Okay, so I was okay. So I had a homegirl. Her and we're not close. After that conversation, we just follow each other on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? There's no, I don't
Mm-hmm.
call her. She don't call me because it is what it is. Because I made my point. Um, I was talking to her. I was walking in the mall and I called her and we were just talking or whatever. And she had brought up one of my best friends who's gay, but he's a feminine gay man. Now my longtime best friend who I've been knowing longer, he, people didn't even know he was fucking gay. He was the trade
Mm.
at some point. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like they didn't even know. So she had brought him up, and we were saying something. I forgot what it was about. I forgot the point of the conversation of why was brought up. But she was like, "Cause gay men just trying to be women anyway." I said, "Hold on."
Oh.
I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "The way they walk." I said, "Have you ever seen a woman walk like a gay man?" And I said his name, right? So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Have you ever seen a woman walk like him?" I ain't never seen that before. You got what I'm saying? I've never seen a woman swish like that. You got what I'm saying? That's not.
That's wish.
I've never seen that. I was like, and then she brought that like drag queens or whatever, because he doesn't do drag, but yes, he has, put on makeup and wigs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen drag makeup on somebody like a regular black woman in the grocery store?
Hell no.
Exactly, because they're not trying to be one. They're not trying to be a black woman. They are
Mm-hmm.
just being the drag queens that they are, being the gay men that they are. They are not trying to emulate black women. It's their own. I think people are confused about there being a gay culture.
Yeah.
I think people are, and specifically a gay black culture. I think people are very confused, but I don't think people realize that exists. Okay, where Harold say many black men were forced to masculinity, and I'm speaking as a black man. My parents never forced me to be anything that I'm not, but so many other black folks around me were. Absolutely. You can't cry. You got to toughen up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't play with dolls. You got to play with the trucks. Absolutely. Absolutely. The black family is more afraid of the gay man than they are terrorist attacks.
Oh, damn, not a terrorist attack.
I grew up in church too, Rocky. So those are my favorite kind of verses.
Oh yeah, they be when I think Roki was saying like when he would come with a
The
counter
Sodom and
verse.
Gomorrah thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said I like hearing about that kind of stuff. Even though I didn't know the stories originally, those are the stories I like hearing about. I really do enjoy those because I like when things can be debunked just by going back and read. Like if you can point it out,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. You can point it out, show me,
And
debunk it.
they don't know that.
Can the
They
new
don't know
business
that.
please stand? Hello.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I
see.
just, and that's what that goes back to my, early in this conversation, I was talking when Harold and Prophet had made the talking about, oh, we stop killing each other. I was like, it all starts with the black. It all starts with the black man. Because thing is, when if the black man starts, because okay, and I'm gonna use Miles Jones again, because just to make
Mm-hmm.
it sound, to make it simple,
Mm-hmm.
if the black man starts emulating a person like Mouse Jones, then that gay one, that straight woman who says that gay men are acting like black women won't be, or if her man wants to be pegged, she won't be intimidated anymore. Because those kind of women follow men. Those are pick me's. Those kind of
Mm.
women follow men. So if those men can start emulating what a Mouse Jones is, then you get those homophobic women to then cross over, to then start being a little bit more open and accepting their man's sexuality, um, and their sexual, what they like and enjoy,
Yeah, sexual
with
fluidity.
sex,
Fluidity. Mm-hmm.
sexual fluidity, yes. And
Mm-hmm.
so but it all starts with that man. It all starts with him. That's true. Those type of gay men be looking for any sign of trade and hoping to snag a masculine man. It's a form of delusion. It is a form of delusion for sure. It is for sure. I think that you can have a type. You get what I'm saying? I think that you can
Right.
look for that. But if it's truly a man who is just truly straight, and you are in the DMs or you're tagging him, because thing is, I don't see nothing wrong with you like, oh, my crush. But do you have to tag him? Because he ain't about to come. You know what I'm saying? Like
They be bold.
he ain't checking for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like you doing a little. You like, come on now.
And then
But that's just I'm not a gay man, but that's just like okay, like you could have just reposted the picture. You'd have to tag him to like I see you and I want you to see me too, knowing that men don't want to see you.
I ain't gonna tag. I'm gonna
So
share it, and it'd be funny when they look. I'd be like, oh wow.
okay, Harold, it always be the ones that talk the most about gay people. Look at Dwayne Hawkins. He got caught up on OnlyFans of all places, renounced it, and then that boy dropped another one. Who's Dwayne
I'm about to
Hawkins?
look right motherfucking now. Hold on. Cause some of the people waiting on Aaron West's name shit to come out, ain't it?
Who?
What's his name? Aaron. What's his name from Chasing?
Oh, oh, Thomas.
Yes.
That's another thing. He's just in the church. He's a part of the church community who just happens to be gay. I don't think he's as I don't know from what I'm seeing on the show because I don't know that man. It doesn't seem like he's comfortable around gay people. I think he's comfortable around church gay people because those are two different types of communities.
I'm trying to
Because
find it on Google. Where is it at?
church folks and people who are in the church who happen to be gay are different, um, a different kind of people to me.
I'm trying to find this
Who is the?
damn
Let me Google. Hold
thing.
on. I forgot I had my thing.
Oh, Pastor Dwayne. Oh,
Dwayne
it's
Hawkins.
Dawkins. It's
Oh, it's
Dawkins.
a pastor.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
Hawkins. It's
Dawkins.
Dawkins with a D. That's where I messed up. I'm like,
Okay,
who the fuck is Dwayne
Dwayne
Hawkins?
Dawkins.
Dawkins. Jesus.
This old man was on OnlyFans. Wait, what?
The fact that he renounced it and got another one, bitch. Is this a goddamn publicity stunt, bitch, for your church? What?
Got
Wow.
into hot water after a scandal broke out of being gay and having an extramarital affair with the man.
Mm-mm-mm.
But of course, if he was a gay man, would nobody go to his church? It's all a business.
Yep.
It's all about business. It's all about politics. Because thing is, you do have gay pastors up there. Oops, I'm making telling my truth. What's your truth, Plant Man? What's your truth? What did I
Ah.
what did I say? How did it connect?
Bitch,
What's
I'm
your
about to
truth?
roll up again. Hold on.
Tell Playman to type that in so I can see what you're talking about.
Type it
What's
in,
your
play,
truth?
man. What's the truth? The truths. It might be down there. You know how my ass be delayed in the comments. I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to go fast and highlight some. Let's see. When Fat Cat dropped the second video, wow, he got a fat cat. Who got the
Wait,
fattest
his
cat?
name,
Him or
his
Cameron?
name, Fat Cat.
I guess that's what they call him. I guess his ass is really fat. What they say? Hell, not even
Oh,
a sex scene. You can. Oh, he said not even a sex scene. As far as gay people, you can have them holding hands and hoes will lose their mind. That's true. If it was a gay person, they holding hands, girl, all this shit. But this
I
nigga
think
getting
I
his dick
truly hate
sucked
that
and he
Fat Cat
back.
was spelled with a K. That is hilarious to me.
Yes.
Okay, why can't I see the live chat? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, at this point I'm about to be like, Megan about to pick the questions, goddamn. Like Trap, you saying, y'all do audience questions.
Okay, I would classify Omar. Who is Omar? As discreet closeted simply because he didn't engage in sex with women. As far as I know, I think people were aware that he was gay, but he didn't verbalize it. Who is
Oh,
Omar?
Omar from The Wire. From The Wire. He was gay.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Wait, I would classify. He wasn't discreet. Omar wasn't discreet in his. No, Omar wasn't discreet on The Wire. With they knew that nigga was gay.
Damn, that's good. I like that. Yes.
He
We
wasn't discreet. Omar had no problem with kissing somebody in front of somebody else. I don't that he wasn't closeted. And I think that's why people feared him mostly because that nigga did not give a shit. And he would walk down the street with AR-15s strapped around him.
we need more of that. I'm just playing. Not really.
Now he was closeted on Lovecraft Country.
I think
Rest in
somebody
peace
said
to
that
that man
too.
too. Rest in peace to that
Spicy
man
said that.
too.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Um, the only gay man that tried to emulate a black woman is the white. Yes. Prophet is 100%
Not
correct.
saddest refrigerator bitch. Yes,
Mike
William
Rose
the
is Omar from The
flabbiest.
Wire. William the saddest. That's hilarious.
Let me see.
Okay, I can't see. Oh my! Let me get my phone. Can I look at the comments from my phone?
Yeah, you should. It should say you should have an option to look at the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and let Megan look at the comments. I'm gonna grab me something to drink real quick. I'll be right. What man? What happened? Oh, she went to get her phone. That's why. Duh. Do I need to roll up again? Not really, but yeah. Not really, but yeah. Here we go.
The,
Yes, come back.
when I
Here we
click the
go.
button, it could, yeah.
Okay, I'm about to get something to drink. Go ahead. Do your thing, Megan.
No, I can't. I can't see the comments. When I click chat, it took me out.
It did?
Yeah. Oh, maybe I can run in the background. Hold on, let me see. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. Okay, got it.
Okay, I'll be right
Okay,
back.
I can see them.
Okay,
I just
cool.
can't. I can't change them though. So, okay. So, what was y'all saying about Omar? Now, Howard, why you don't? How you not watch The Wire that much, but you made you made the comment? There's like a few scenes where he's like with a man, and like nobody, like people are very much aware that he's gay. Okay, you done a good job, Bubs. Oh, thanks, Plant Man. Did you answer my question earlier? Trade versus DL. Oh, Plant Man, I got your tea. I got your tea. Okay. I'm trying to scroll up, y'all. One of the clips from the first video, he was all up in Grindr's little shoes, his mom. Oh, he actually kind of. Yeah, it was such great television. It was really good. I binged it a few years ago. So good. Let's see. And he should still be here with us. Who is Aaron Thomas? Rocky. That's what I get for speaking on it. We haven't watched that. Right. Yeah, he was openly gay and people knew, and I think that's what made Omar a badass. That's what made him bad. Such a great character. Hey Angela. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to scroll up. Are y'all liking the conversation? Am I up here too long? Uh, Have I said something y'all didn't like yet? I need to get some water though. Look,
All right,
now y'all
my
not type.
bad.
They're
My
not
bad.
typing nothing since you left.
What? I had to put some in the oven too. I'm at the oven, microwave. I'm hungry. Let me see if there's other comments.
Well, I haven't even eaten anything today.
Me either. Me either. I'm trying to see.
Like I haven't eaten a thing. That's crazy.
Oh, they talking about this horrible ass where's it at? No, where's it at? It was horrible
Okay, you
stroke
said a whole
game.
lot that I ain't like, but I still love you. Speak your truth, play man.
Oop, oop.
Let's see. Talk for talk your shit. Okay, I need to start proofreading. That'd be me. I sent the email today and I spelled one word wrong. It fucked me up.
Oh, okay. I have to reread sometimes, like 2-3 times before I send it. It'd be weird.
So you said a whole lot. Is it you didn't like it because it was the truth, or you didn't like it because I was wrong?
Oop, oop.
Not you leaving.
What?
No, come back.
I'll come back playing, man. Yeah, better hurry up
Come
because
back,
when
play
7:30
man.
come, I'm gone. Okay.
What is it? 7:14 for you?
Yeah. I still got time. I'm still
Okay.
good.
Okay, you said no comment. They can't. That's my. I know my answer then. That gives my answer. Angela, we were talking about a lot. We have talked about a lot. Bubs got us started hours
Yeah.
ago.
Yes. I'm
Uh,
glad you up here because I
yeah.
probably would have still been answering comments for 5:30 this afternoon.
It
So, and you
was a
came
good
through with some
it was a good
stuff. Like you need to
conversation
come up
though.
more often. Like the way that you think, I love the way that you think. So, you always
Well,
welcome
thank you
here.
kindly. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks.
Not plant man has been exposed.
Toxic masculinity, gay people, the church, etc. Yes. We have talked about we talked about everything, but it's all connected.
Yes, and that's the point. That's what we gotta do. And it's still some stuff that we haven't even touched on yet that still needs to be talked about. But this is what
Which is
happens. You said which is.
mm-hmm.
I said I'm leaving at 7:30. I ain't about to be up here like y'all ain't about to pull that
Well, no,
magic on me. Have me up here
you
for
can give
35 hours.
you can give us the hot topic.
The hot topic. No, I mean,
What did we not discuss? Like what would you want to discuss next time?
I guess like I would also like to hear the opposing sides of like because we agreed with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Even though
Mm-hmm.
it was different
Mm-hmm.
perspective, we still agree. I would like to be able to have some people come on that would have like an opposing view or kind of I guess like the devil's advocate to kind
I'm
of.
not that kind of I'm not like a debate queen.
Oh, I got you.
And I don't like because thing is what we're saying is right.
I mean that's true. Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like if somebody has an opposing thoughts, it's like to me it just issues us to me it's hate. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like and it's like that person is wrong. I've never been the type of person who will want to hear the views or like, oh, here's this other side. I don't need to hear the other side when I know that person is completely wrong. That person is 100% wrong.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear the other side of it.
That makes sense. That makes
But
sense.
that's just that's just me. I ain't never been that kind of person.
That's
I
understandable.
would come up to argue next time. Chris, you were the one who told him to drop the link, and you should have been up here.
Oh, that is true. Because Chris, you said he had a lot to say. You sure did. I forgot all about that. And you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's.
Exactly, Rocky.
Mhm.
Exactly. Instantly. She said, he said, and so would we. Because there's no point. Just like that person who was talking about, who made that pro-life ass comment, with that scripture and shit. Get that shit out of here. And then you gonna blame abortion and killings on black women when women are dying at the hands of
Mhm.
doctors and the hot child. Fuck y'all.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I ain't got time for that.
That's
I
understandable.
don't, those are just kind of, I'm not going to waste, I don't
Mhm.
waste energy with, when it comes to certain conversations
That
happening.
makes sense.
And it's
That
like
makes
this,
sense.
that person is wrong and we're entertaining somebody who is wrong for what?
That's
So
probably why
yeah.
you don't like having West name up there when Trap be having them up. Lylan.
Mhm. Mhm.
Lylan be making me like, bitch, I'm gone.
Yeah, and I'll be out. I'm not a debater either, Megan. I have to be under the influence of something to be a part of a panel discuss for that exact reason. I know we're on the side of If I'm on the side of right, I don't need to hear the side of wrong.
That is true.
There's no
That
reason
is
for me to
true.
entertain that. They're just like somebody trying to explain, like them people trying to explain why that man killed them people in Buffalo. He had nigger and the number 14 written on it. Why do we have to explain? What are we listening to them for? Why do you have to explain something?
Yeah.
Like, no,
I guess
it
okay,
was
well
wrong.
let me say it in this. Okay, well maybe what about because I understand if it's in the way of somebody they already had their mind made up, then yeah, that's you're wasting time. But what if it's
Okay, I
somebody
do like what
who oh
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. I do
Go ahead,
like
go ahead.
what Angela said. She said sometimes I debate for the other side in order to strengthen my own case. It's good to do research of all sides,
Exactly.
even if I don't believe it.
Exactly.
And here's
Exactly.
the thing: if I'm on the side of right, I've done my research, right? So I know when somebody is wrong. I don't. I get
Right.
what you're saying. I like what you said, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't need it to strengthen my case
Mm-hmm.
because we should be able to debunk it immediately anyway.
Understandable.
Um,
Understandable.
and that's only if you know you're on the side of right. If you're just trying to be right, then that doesn't make sense. But if you know and
Right.
you've done
Right.
your prior research before the
Right.
conversation,
Right.
I don't need nobody to strengthen my case by telling me something else.
That is true. That is true. That definitely is
Scotty
true.
tried that opposing view thing when he did the video about Kevin Samuels. That man's fans are immense. Yeah, I'm like, child, put the about to have people in a riot for what? No, let's just have a conversation about how wrong that man was. There's no need for me to be. Why would I bring up somebody who believes that I'm worthless? Why would I bring somebody up to have a conversation like that? That man told me I was that women who are over 30 are worthless if they're not, married yet and shit like no. Well, there's nothing like
That's
what can an
true.
opposing view to like
That's
why are we
true.
having the conversation?
That's true.
You
That's
know what I'm saying?
true.
Like why should there be discourse
Right.
about it?
But that's why
Why
I was
why is
saying
there a
like
conversation?
if it's somebody who stands in that stuff, okay, yeah. But if it's somebody who does want to know, but maybe they don't know how, like you said with the I forgot his name, who you mentioned, who
Mass
he,
Jones.
yeah, thank you,
Hmm.
who knows how to phrase it in a way where it's not. You might have some people that they gonna just say it how they say it, but they don't mean it in that way. But that's
Hmm.
just how they know how to say it. Like, would you have a conversation with those people who are open, like they're okay
I
with
don't
being
have. Okay, I
corrected?
think I think what I've learned is that there are some people. Speaking of the streets,
Mm-hmm,
there are some
mm-hmm.
people who ask questions to villainize the gay
Understandable,
person.
right? Understandable,
They
true,
ask
true.
questions to humiliate and expose and exploit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ask questions to learn.
Understand, right, right, okay.
But they use it as an excuse, like, oh, I'm just asking a question. Like I'm just every time somebody asks a question, you always bring up such as because you're not really asking a question. Like you're not asking because you
Understandable.
want to know. You're asking because you want to come back with combat the whole thing with something else. That's bullshit to me. So no,
Right.
I don't entertain nothing opposing when it comes to uh gay people, trans people,
Mm-hmm.
anything of it. Because I'm when I say I'm on the leftist side of right. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no conversation I need to have about anything when it comes
Left this
to
side or right.
when it comes to trans women or trans.
Right.
I don't have. There's nothing. There's no open discourse or conversation that we need to discuss because why are we discussing it? A trans woman is a woman. There's nothing that you can say that's going to
Right.
convince me that she's not.
Right. Right.
I'm on the complete
Mm.
side. If there is an ending, I'm on the end of it. I'm in the last
Mm.
chair. There's not a
Oh.
conversation that we need to have about it. Well, we need to be an open conversation. We don't have to talk nothing about it because if you're not saying what I'm saying, you're wrong. And
Mm.
that's just that.
Yeah.
Because if you
Yeah.
don't believe that a trans woman is a woman, then what are we having a conversation for? If the
Exactly.
conversation is about trans women, it does not make sense to me. So no, I don't. I exit those conversations. I will have a conversation with people
I'm
who keep it
sorry.
respectful. Oh no, I got it up now. I will have a
Okay.
conversation
I'm
with people who
sorry.
keep it respectful. The moment the conversation becomes about anything other than knowledge, I disengage. Somebody told me, um, Prophet, why did you no? Rocky, you deleted that comment for some. Why did you delete that comment? Somebody told me I wish death on Mr. Samuels. You can't wish death on somebody that's already dead. Not my fault. He swallowed all of them gas station pills and his heart exploded in his chest.
God damn.
Yeah,
Not
Rocky,
the horny goat weed.
You deleted Angela's comment. All she
I
said was I
did.
debated in high school. No, Rocky
Oh,
deleted it, I think.
talking about this
But
one, I would have
maybe
a conversation with people to keep it respectful. The
no,
moment.
I did debate in high school. Debating is
Oh,
normal for me.
I'm sorry. Okay, there you go.
I think that was I think it was Rocky's name I saw. I think it was. Okay. Yeah, that's not
Okay.
my fault, Rocky. I mean, that's hey, that was him taking the thing got shit to do with me, and it was just his time to go, child. When it's your time, it's your time. Um, but maybe okay, Chris said, but maybe you may help change someone's view. No, because people who ask questions like that have already made their minds up. They are just asking questions to have the debate. I do not believe that people who ask questions like that or debate that woman is. I don't think that there's a conversation to be had when your mind is already made up. I'm not going to help change someone's view. I'm not. Some people need to have these tough conversations to understand if they're wrong. They don't see themselves as wrong. They having the conversation just to have the fucking conversation because they want to argue. It's very simple. It is so simple. Like if you can just, hey, she said she's trans. She said her pronouns are her, she. That is who the fuck she is. There should be no conversation about it. There shouldn't be discourse about it. And also, if you really want the true tea, go find you a trans woman to ask the questions to.
Oh, yes. Come
If
on,
you're not saying
Megan.
what I'm saying, you're wrong.
Come on, Megan. Yes, for that.
Like those are not real questions to me. Um, and I also don't like that a lot of non-trans people have conversation about trans women when they're not trans and haven't
Okay.
lived the experience, especially when they don't identify them as women. Um,
Right.
I hate those conversations as well. And again, like I think Rocky said it earlier. Yeah, the conversation never about trans man, never about trans man, never, because for some reason they just slip through the cracks. Just like with lesbians,
Yeah,
the
I was about to say that masculine lesbian women.
femme lesbians are never a topic. It's
Yeah.
always, it's always the studs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always the studs who are they trying to be man. No, them niggas is just niggas. Like they just, they just happen to be niggas. And based off everything you said, Megan, we can tell that you have done the work and listened, understand, experience.
Yep.
Who, absolutely. I've done my own research. My best friend came out to me when we were freshmen in college. He didn't come out to me as gay. He came out to me as bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
And I never knew anything because he always had the hose. So didn't know. Um, and so I was like bisexual, and me as a person who has only known church and Christian values, I don't know the Bible, of course, like I told y'all earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know if that's right. That when he told me, I was like, I don't know if that's the way we're supposed to be living. But I'm 19. I don't know what my thoughts are. But I
Right.
also don't
Right.
know that. But being 19, you also don't know that your thoughts are very immature. Um, because 19-year-olds don't think that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's for me, it was when I was thinking, okay, like how can I, like, if you bring a dude to my house, like how can I be able to, like, if you bring somebody to my dorm, like how you supposed to, like, kiki, like, I don't have nothing against gay people, but I don't want my friend to be gay. Those are my thoughts back then. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Those are my true thoughts. And I had to do my work. I started talking to him a little bit more. When did you learn this? How long, like, when did you start feeling this way? And I would bring up situations too, like, okay, so when you said you was leaving at time, such and such and such, did you really go see Crystal or did you go see such and such? And we started having more open conversations, and it actually got me more excited to learn because I felt like I didn't know who my friend was completely. You know what I'm saying? So it got me excited to learn because he lived, you know, this whole separate life from us for years. He's been my best friend since we were 16. So it's damn, that car loud. Let me close my door. Hold on.
Good.
Well, he about to pull out. Um but it's those conversations that I wanted to have with him, and I continue to have those conversations with him and stay connected with him. Because the thing is, I had gay friends, I just didn't have straight friends who were now gay. That was totally new for me.
Mm, mm,
And so it was like I had to do my work. So over the years, he also he also started being more comfortable who he was. He wasn't bisexual, he was gay. You know what I'm saying? Bisexual is just a folder for him to be
yeah,
more accepted, because he'll be more
right.
accepted if he's bisexual.
Yeah.
So I did my research. I read the articles. I've read many articles. I've looked at many different things. I watched Paris is Burning a million times. It's probably one of my favorite documentaries. And it's like I've done the work. I've had the conversation with people who are in the community. I've done
Right.
what I've needed to do, and I've been. And to me, I feel like allies can only call themselves allies if the people from that community have given them that title. I didn't give myself the title
Right.
of ally.
Oh, come on,
They
Megan.
did. They have told me that I am a part of their community because of who I am. And again, I'm on the side of right. So that's just what it is. But I know,
Okay.
Chad, you got to go. So I know you can go ahead and do your ending. I'm gonna dip out. But I thank you for having me up and having this conversation.
No, thank you. You need to come back again because I just love like how trap feels. I just like to sit back because you was doing. I was like, let me just do the comments and let her talk because she is
It
speaking
was it
facts.
was we you had a great discourse. I think it was because you had the question, so
Yeah, and
that
I
was
like
that
to.
that was
I
a,
don't. And
you started off the conversation, so it was a great discourse between us both.
yes, yes, and I'm not the only person that needs to be having. Like, I want to share my platform with everybody that give them a space because it's the only way we gonna be able to make any changes if we talk to each other. So,
Hmm.
yes, thank
Well,
you,
I'm
thank
I'm gonna
you.
drop down so you can do your closing, Chad. You're welcome.
Okay,
Adios.
all right. Y'all, shout out to Megan. When I tell you I appreciate Megan, like even the things that she does for us off of YouTube and stuff, like just her words of encouragement and her just sharing nuggets of wisdom, I appreciate that. Like I will always and forever be a student. I will always and forever be learning. And I'm grateful when other people can come up and can speak. Okay. Like, I never, ever, ever want to be the only person in the room talking. I don't know everything. I ain't going to act like I know everything. And when I don't know what I know how to be able to correct myself. So it feels good to have a conversation like that. It's been a while since I've had a conversation like that. And those, like I said, are the real genuine conversations I really want to have. So once again, shout out to Megan. Make sure y'all cash at Megan, okay? Because Megan is part of the team, baby, okay? And we all winning in this motherfucker, all right? So if y'all love Megan, or if y'all get some weed from Ease, y'all can go ahead and give it to her and not me. It's okay. I'll let it slide this one time, okay? But I thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all check for the shorties, okay? Come through shorties at 9 o'clock. We're gonna be at Key and Carrie's. We're doing an interview. Um, one of the casting producers from Bad Boys Club or whatever, season 7, the original one, bitch. Okay. We're going to be interviewing the casting director. So we're going to be over there for a little bit. And then y'all got to most definitely come through with the shaders and the cousins because at 11 p.m. we are interviewing Jay Amore, baby. Cameron done stirred the motherfucking pot, bitch. Okay. And motherfucking Jay said, bitch, well, let me take this long ass cock, girl, and help further stir the pot, bitch. Okay. With these goddamn floral patterns and shit, bitch. Yes, he gonna use his goddamn church lady kung lao hat, bitch. These goddamn hats he be wearing and shit, girl. You already a tree, bitch. We don't need a tree with a hat, girl. We see it's a tree. All right. But we're going to be interviewing Jay and we're going to be getting into some really deep stuff. So make sure y'all come through and y'all share everything. Make sure y'all like. And I'm excited, y'all. I low key can't wait because I'll be like, yes, I ain't got to do nothing for the rest of the weekend, bitch. I'm chilling because this whole fucking week was like, girl, goddamn. Lord, I know I said I was ready, God, but girl, can I have a little bit more time? I'm just playing. Anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, peace and love. BubzDaGawd is signing out. Goodbye.